All right. This is Russ Bain with Roman Public Radio. We're playing Base Raiders Game 9, Global Tier, second session. Last session, the players found out about a really bad thing that was happening. A bunch of other Base Raiders had stolen a bunch of Omega's technology and magic and tried to make a gambling ring deathmatch competition out of it, but failed, and now there's people cursed, apparently, and are occasionally summoning, an old one to kill everyone in a 10 square kilometer area. They aren't sure of all the rules yet, but they've gotten some information on it, and they know when it'll happen next. So that's happening at some point in the future, but, while you're waiting, other things can happen. We can address some of the other plot lines.
There's a ton of crap going on.
There's a ton of crap going on. We should first address Jormgard / Ivan's former henchman, the retirement home of.
Henchman plural or one of them in particular?
The most of them, the majority.
A few did die in the Miami incident. So.
Oh yeah,
it was ugly.
So the majority of them, at the end of the first tier of the campaign, had basically got a hold of electro rats from Biobuddies. And they have, of course, they've also realized, that year that they spent with you hanging around, helping you out, that was fun and everything, but, their hips are going, everything's going, their vision's going, so they've used... Well, they've kind of half retired,
they're getting back in the game.
They have a retirement home / Biobuddy training center where they're selling unlicensed. Well, none of them are licensed. Electro rats. They're breeding them and selling them to kids and training them how to use these things. So
probably involves banks.
So as we begin, you're all at the brass door waiting around, and
I'll tell them about how this place was in the 30s. I was there.
You were there.
You are there.
One of your henchmen is coming to visit and give you sort of an update. Former henchman. Give me a name.
Let's see. Going off the old list. Would it be Legs? I think was his name.
It could be Legs.
Legs McGee.
Legs McGee, is he just kind of a generic gangster guy?
McKenzie, sorry, Legs McKenzie.
Yeah. Legs McKenzie.
He was a wheelman.
Okay.
I'm sitting in the corner.
Yeah.
Hanging out.
Yeah, he's wearing... Legs is doing quite well for himself. He's wearing a new suit.
Legs, how you doing?
You do notice a slight electrical scar along his cheek.
Have a seat. Have a drink.
Yeah. Oh, hey, how you doing, boss? Oh, Jeff.
Hello, new person. How are you?
Juice colada again?
Yeah. You got a noisy customer there, and a 2-story skeleton, man. All right,
things gotta change right here.
Yeah.
I've been gone for a while too.
You met Trey, right?
Yeah.
He's been recruiting again.
Oh, I kind of figured that's kind of why we had to move out.
It's kind of a bit more populated.
Yeah.
So you moved. Where'd you guys move to?
We're just outside the city. We're out, and we sort of cleared an area out, and got some funding, got some what they call it, VC funding, venture villain capitalism, or venture capital, something like that.
One or the other, maybe both.
Interchangeable.
They're really hot on this idea. That's why I'm coming to meet you, not just to catch up with old times, but it's hopping. It's hopping, I tells you. It's better than selling bootleg booze in the 20s.
Well, I did that.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
In this timeline?
Yes, in this timeline.
Actually, that's a good question.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
No, most of my capital is kind of tied up in my own venture at the moment where we got a thing going on.
Oh, you got a thing going on.
Oh, yeah. Ouroboros.
And Mrs. Jones?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's us.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, I guess you gotta...
What?
Yeah.
Gotta knock the Ouroboros, huh?
They're kind of losers. Hey.
Well, we use losers, and we use them for meat shields.
Okay. Yeah, you're the boss. You're the one who found it. But yeah, we got the Shady Glades retirement home, but it's really a front for the Shady Glades Biobuddy training center, and
You really ought to name your shell corporation something other than the name of your actual, on the down low corporation.
Yeah.
Just pro tip. best practice.
Well, the problem is our customers are really dumb. They're kids, and if you give them a different name, they won't realize that. If you just say Shady Glades, they'll find it. But
is there a lot of money in that with kids?
Oh yeah, no, they got their kids, their parents' credit cards, and they're hacking the byte dimes or something from the internet, or mining them. Maybe it's from I don't know, but they're paying big money for electro rats. But
have you acquired other varieties?
Well, that's one of the things I was hoping you would be interested in getting in on this action, because that center. Well, the thing is, we have competition now. Someone else got out of that base, and they're selling. What do they call them? Let's see here.
I forget what the other ones are called.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make one up. Let's see here.
Gush tortoise.
Gush tortoise, yeah, gush tortoises. And now there's a whole debate of which is the best one. And if we could have 2 or more varieties to sell. And then there's some place in Japan that says they have all the breeds, or that they're cloning them. So it's a hopping market, but we gotta expand. We can't just stay with the electro rats. Also, they're vicious little shits, and I hate them so much. But anyway,
well, that was the whole point of why they were bad.
Yeah.
And when they start breeding on their own uncontrolled, that's going to cause bigger. It's going to screw with your cat.
Yeah. Well,
you go for the quick rip. I guess.
Well, yeah, no, but if we could either get some more stock, or if we could get the heat's starting to act up on us. There's some hero types that are trying to shut us down. They keep challenging us to tournaments. We have to keep cheating like hell to get them to agree to not.
That's how it usually goes.
Yeah. But they're getting better at it, so and one of them even found some other Biobuddy. I don't even think it's a real Biobuddy. I think they just genetically mutated one of their friends to look like a Biobuddy. He's a ringer. We got to deal with that ringer. If you could break their appendages, I don't know if they're even legs anymore. But anyway, so if you could help with the police or those hero types, that would help. Or maybe just scare everyone from a couple miles out, like depopulate the neighborhood, so it's a little more.
That's a bit severe.
I want you to take out Bloomington.
But there's a lot of things you could do to help out. We'd be willing to pay quite a bit.
Well, I'll tell you what. Just leave some information with me, and I'll look into it. I'll make some calls.
Okay.
Our coils run deep, so
Yeah.
No,
got the Aerobros. All right, yeah. Okay. They all got their. They don't even have, they all wear the same clothing.
Back in the day, everyone had a theme.
Yeah, well, everyone had their own theme. It was unique. Everyone was their own man. Everyone tailored their own clothes. Everyone had to learn to sew on their own. They didn't have these, mass manufactured uniforms.
I know, right?
They're all company men.
Things were a lot better.
Had to roll patsies up the hill both ways.
Yeah.
Cultists wear robes.
Things were a lot better back then.
Yeah. You got to be your own man. You got to be your own villain.
Well, still.
Well said, sir.
But no,
You remind me of someone. Someone I thought I threw into a vat of acid, but
Nope, never thrown into a vat of acid.
Yeah. Maybe it was a shape changer. It was looking like you. I don't know. Well, maybe my memory's not so good. I've been shocked a lot.
So you know what? You do a lot of giant frogs back then?
Were you a giant frog when you're talking about when you were a human?
Oh, I wasn't back then. No.
Yeah, your memory's going too. Oh God, yeah.
He flew through a dimensional portal that does things to your brain.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
Who doesn't know about those portals? Am I right?
Yeah, no, I was in one for a couple decades.
Yep,
more than a couple decades.
Yep. Whatever happened to the painting?
Oh, it's in the training center.
Okay,
it's like our secret,
Well, yeah, it's a hidey hole.
Yeah, it's a hidey hole.
Okay, no, just good to know. All right, well, no, it's good seeing you, man. Great.
Yeah.
By in case you're wondering, Swan is still with the organization.
Oh.
No, he found some, I don't know where he got it, water from the Fountain of Youth.
Oh.
He's like in his 20s again.
Where is he?
Yeah, no, he's currently on vacation.
Let me know when he comes back into town. I'd really appreciate it.
Sure.
I want to say hi.
So no, great to your legs. Tell you what, we'll look into that, and just I know where to find you.
Yeah, we're Shady Glades.
Yep.
We'll
drop in.
Wear rubber sole shoes, and
but the leather looks better.
Nothing that conducts. Lots of insulation. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No penknife, no metal.
Good to know.
Yeah. Anyways, he kind of.
Right. Give him a quick handshake. Farewell, a fond farewell. So we gotta do something about that shit.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's obviously escalating.
Yeah, this is going to be bad.
In fact, that Warbot, after Legs leaves, Warbot says, "Yeah, the local news are doing moral panic type shows, segments on Biobuddy craze.
This is why
It's like huffing glue, but
This is why we founded Ouroboros, because there's too many fucking base raiders.
Yeah. Yeah, no, watch it. It's like, first it was sniffing glue, and then it was e-drugs. Now it's bio-buddies. Kids are now letting genetically modified fighting animals shock them to get a high, and also to fight each other for the thrills.
Like,
gangs of
next
kids.
on the 700 Club.
Yeah. No, this is the local Chicago TV news. So everyone gets on moral panics, Tom. Like, it's just 700 Club.
Back in my day, our religious panics were universal.
Yeah, well, this is not
and
religious.
violent.
This is quite secular.
This is like 2020.
Yeah. It's 20XX, so...
Well, I mean the show.
Oh, yeah.
2020. You can call it 2020.
Well, this is just local news. But 2020 does
that kind of thing.
It's not a 60 Minutes level problem yet.
So you're not a federal task force coming to crack down on that, but it's clearly escalating. You can also hear if you study the news, you can find out that there are some of the electorats escaped and are now feral in the wild. And are spreading throughout the country.
So if I use my network and just call Ouroboros and say, "Hey, what do we have so far?"
In terms of what? Oh, BioBuddies?
Yeah, the BioBuddies plague.
Yeah, you can give me a roll.
All right, that's a +3 ascendant. So that's a total of +4 ascendant.
Okay. Well, we got a line on a gush tortoise that's being sold by the. Let's see here. What's a good one? The Rocky Mountain Gym. That's what they're calling it. It looks kind of sickly though. Maybe it's the runt. We're all too old really to get in on these auctions. If you've graduated high school, they look at you really suspiciously.
I gotcha. Do we have any I don't know. Look at that.
There's some place that we're trying to find this place in Japan, but it's in Japan, and Japan has a lot of giant robots and power armor guys running around, and we're kind of scared of that.
No, understandable. I mean, we're trying to kind of keep low here. Okay. Keep looking into it. It's kind of gained special notice.
Okay.
Let the lower minions know that we are not cool with BioBuddies because
No, we're not. I thought we were because they raise chaos.
Well, they raise chaos, but we're looking to do our own version of chaos. It's a different brand of chaos.
Wait. Okay. Can we have a seminar about chaos branding?
You know what? I'll talk with the upper council. We'll see about that because I know
I'm getting confused by this.
Yeah, Fenris has got one
team
thing
building.
going on.
Yeah, we need some team building. We need a working group.
Well, I think Swan can really handle a lot of this when he comes back.
Chaos branding and you.
Our webinar. So
We're running chaos synergy.
Okay, no, fantastic. Hail Ouroboros!
Hail Ouroboros!
Okay, so
Are you like?
Can we please roleplay that out? I think I've cracked how to do webinars. The first 5 minutes, you need to have someone to completely unrelated talk. So I would go on first, spend 5 minutes giving Ivan's accolades to explain, even though they already know, why he's the one giving the webinar.
Developers.
So that's a side quest kind of thing. You don't have to. You could just let it go and see what happens, or you can increase their power, ally with them, make more money and resources, that kind of thing, or you could try and shut it down or minimize it or regulate it.
I'm probably going to look to find a way to make it terribly inconvenient to be into BioBuddies.
So to limit it, in other words.
Oh yeah, chip it off.
If you go too far, you'll alienate your former henchmen, and they'll turn on you.
That's why I'm trying to do it indirectly.
Right. So
you know what we could do? We could overexpose it and make it too cool.
We can get adults into it.
Yeah.
That kills it immediately.
did we ever name the Veggiemancer, that lady who summoned stuff for drinks?
Claire. Her name is now Claire.
Okay, Claire.
Actually, I think I've got that written down.
Now Claire.
Claire.
No, if he has it written down, I appreciate it.
Actually, no, I did not write her down. She was just a generic.
Right.
So
I'll call
she's
her
not Claire.
Claire the Veggiemancer.
Healthy ingredients arrive.
So yeah, during the same day, you also have a meeting. So Claire is, you've been looking into this whole chonk, magic ritual thing, and she's the only wizard aside from Trey, who's not really.
Well, there was that. Well, there was the wizard we did know. We don't know where he is right now.
Which wizard was
That's
that?
why it's a problem.
Yeah.
Which wizard are you talking about?
We're talking about Saul.
The necromancer.
Saul.
Dan's character.
Dan's character. Yeah. Well,
He did the magic thing.
He did the magic thing. Well, he's not technically a wizard. He's just imbued with magical powers.
Oh, okay.
Wizards read spell books and can they're the ones who can research spells.
Those guys who were doing that necromancy sharing app.
Yeah, there is that guy.
Those are wizards.
Yeah, the Necro Reaper guy. So
Reaper. That's what
Reaper.
it was,
with only one E.
Yeah.
So. You guys didn't cultivate him as a contact, so he's off as
grave robbing.
Also a VC, villain capitalist. So
redundant.
Heyo. So Claire says, I've been doing some research on this ritual. I think the main reason why people are so scared of just detonating or just removing it whole cloth, is because it's been affecting the entire population, all of this planet, for decades, and when you remove powerful magic really suddenly, no one can predict what the effects are. So technically, it might be nothing. It might just you remove it and everyone's can rationally act and accept this new technology and stuff like that, and create a post-scarcity paradise. Or they could all literally go insane, or something in between. Maybe some will be affected differently.
So is that the reason nobody thinks the '60s actually started until the British invasion?
I think there's
even though
I'd
it
have to
wasn't
research
until
that.
1964.
I think that's that.
Weren't the Beatles actually,
she starts taking notes.
Weren't the Beatles actually insect aliens?
So the way I figure it,
no, wizard.
Just Ringo.
Because no one's at the original caster's no longer around to protect the spell, and and he didn't leave anyone behind to protect it. Anyone who's aware of the ritual can essentially alter it, but you kind of need a few base requirements. One, you need someone to research it and figure it out. Hopefully not me. I mean, you could have me do it, but that's ambitious. Two, you need a really powerful magical source to fuel the ritual. Like a bunch of magical artifacts that you destroy and sort of siphon out the mana, or open a portal to another universe and tap that, or wait till there's an eclipse or a solar, some big astronomical event, something like that.
What if I had some, I don't know, some vegetative gray goo from another universe? Would that maybe work out?
If it's magical.
Oh, I think it's
it has to be a magical
technological
power source.
Okay.
Most of the times, the people who do this kind of thing, usually the go-to thing are magical creature body parts.
If we could just find a way to boil the nope dimension and take the steam.
That would be a problem, though.
That would
by the way,
definitely
we
do that.
Really have to figure out how to seal that for good. No, really.
But where are we going to keep stuff we don't Once it's sealed, we can't put more things in there.
But when
That is how it works.
Those are possible universe-ending threats we put in there earlier.
What, you think we're not going to find any more?
I'd rather not. I'm trying to bury this shit. Don't you want to bury this shit?
There's one more requirement. You need an orbital platform to cast the ritual, because it affects the entire planet. So you have to be, and so the way I figure is be on a space station that's in orbit, and it'll take 24 hours for the spell to cast, so it goes around the entire planet.
What about the moon?
The moon would work too.
Okay.
We do have a moon base.
But it would take 24 hours because you'd have to go.
Yeah.
So those are the three requirements. I can give you recommendations for wizards to do it, but it's good, cheap, fast, pick, choose.
Choose two.
Yeah. Because the good wizards are not cheap. And 2 or 3 of you is actually ideal. Wizards are weird. You can get anybody can read the Necronomicon now on PDF, but there's a difference between that and talent. So those are the 3 basic requirements for it. Now I know you're talking about. You mentioned something. You also know as a person the other way to take control of the ritual, and also the other thing is to get control of the chunk. corporation, which is the family trust, which is 51% of the board. For the sake of simplicity, I've divided your family into 4 factions.
Amazing.
The elders, the in-laws, cousins, and the primary children. You're not in any of those factions right now because you're the black sheep. But you're not so much of a black sheep that they won't talk to you, at least as of right now. You have heard some things. You've heard that some members of your family, you're not sure exactly who, well, at least one of your cousins has been in contact with the Crystal Children, who are a New Age cult led by a villain, Haruspex, who is a villainous space raider with sort of mind-controlling kind of powers, and she's been building up her own little private army of super-powered cultists.
Fun.
So you don't know, of course, probably, because it hasn't been renamed the Crystal Corporation, and she obviously doesn't control the entire thing yet, she's probably subtly trying to insinuate herself in there. So there's 2 ways you can fulfill your take over the Chon Corp. Either magically hack it, or do family politics from hell with an evil cult in the midst. So you can do these in incremental processes, but I've broken it down into little...
You're the best.
Yeah.
Chunk.
So this session is more open-ended. What plot points do you guys want to address? For example, if you wanted to hire... You could do 2 for 1. Like, if you wanted to get a really good wizard, you could help the Shady Glens training center earn some money and use that money to hire a good wizard or a talented wizard.
Do you need a wizard?
Yeah.
So how do you want to deal with your family?
And wizard is obviously could be substituted for some other magical creature, someone with a lot of magical knowledge. Or sparkles. I'll just say that.
Oh yes, let's go see him immediately.
Let's not say we did.
Yeah.
Not.
You don't want to
Also
put
not.
Sparkles in charge of a ritual that will literally change the mind of everyone on the planet.
Though what I would like to know is what he would say if we offered him that.
Oh, he would fucking accept that shit, yeah.
Did we meet Sparkles in this run?
I use him in the one shot.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
I'll say you could have met him in the interval between the campaign segments.
Would I have met him in the past?
No, I don't think so. According to his backstory, maybe I'd have to reread it.
I disappeared in 1934.
Yeah, so I'd have to reread his backstory.
Okay, so just to suss this all out, so it's controlling interest is distributed across those 4 groups
Equally.
and
So you need 2 factions plus 1 person from one of the other 2 factions.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense?
So that's the entire holding, not 51%. I mean,
Well,
that's
50
just
plus
math,
1.
but
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the entirety.
Yeah. Those 4 factions each have 25% for the sake of argument. So if you get 2 of the factions on board and then 1 person from one of the other factions.
I was divvying up 50. Not that the math mattered that much. I get it. 4 boxes to check.
Yeah.
But now I forgot what the original.
So the 1
question
person from any one of the factions would be pretty easy to do.
Sure.
But yeah.
I have to pick 2 to actually wrest control of, and that's my in right now. As I know something's going on, Crystal Children wise.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you could research the Crystal Children cult or investigate them to figure out what their plans are.
On the other hand, that seems sort of tenuous, where knowing how to redesign a ritual that is somehow affecting the collective unconscious of the entire planet.
Yeah, mindfuckery is kind of important.
Yeah, I mean, seems like that might be a more, that's not as vulnerable to hostile takeovers, I don't think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, organizations are hard to...
you would basically, if you took over the board, you would be keeping the spell as it is. It's just you're now in charge of the status quo.
Yeah, no, fuck that.
All right.
So if we were
Go big or go
to...
home.
Okay.
So, yeah, we
To
could...
sabotage that operation, if we just overexpose it temporarily, burn it out, and cause government reactions to it, we do kind of a pump and dump investment, use that cash to hire you a good wizard.
Yeah. Or if we could just, go to a point where we can publicly trade it, and then someone, one of us do that and the other one short it. on effectively insider information that isn't actually.
Yeah, actually, Biobuddies are technically animals. They're actually not they don't have to worry about the civil rights thing or being non-entities. People can buy. Technically, you can buy and sell one in a pet store.
Oh, no, I distinctly recall Biobuddies are assholes,
but they're not regulated. They're totally unregulated at this point. So
it's an unregulated market.
Yeah.
Oh, we just need to create collateralized debt objects out of Biobuddies. We just need to turn this into a commodities market.
As you're talking, I'm just looking to you, then back to you. I mean, you don't understand what's going on.
Oh, whatever. You're from the 30s. You understand debt arbitrage.
I didn't get involved in my family business. I spent my time, I fought in the war and traveled around the world.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so, I've got resources for getting us global exposure very quickly with social media. One of the worst poisons ever invented.
That's so true.
Yeah.
And, what's an evil organization to use? That's literally, half my army are internet trolls. They also sometimes carry guns.
That's an adequate description of internet trolls.
So, I can get us exposure. Again, our coils run deep. I can do it.
Do you require me for anything?
Well,
yes. We need to acquire unique Biobuddies. We could go back to the dome, make an arrangement, or we could try to go to Japan. They're claiming they've got clones of everything.
I only went to Japan once, 1920.
It's
different.
If you think this has changed,
it's different.
I would imagine so.
No, you wouldn't. You really wouldn't.
Well, you intrigued me.
Check 3 different smartphones. I bring up Nico Nico Doga. It's just a random video on there. Here, watch this.
Right.
Yeah. Do you want a fate point, Tom?
Yeah.
All right. You were put into shock.
Mouth open.
Yeah.
It's basically their YouTube. Comments scroll across. And
you will fail. You will be. The compel is the first time you have a social interaction with a Japanese person, you will fail that skill check. So.
Fair enough.
All right.
So while he's transfixed from him,
because he's assimilating this is he's taking you too literally. This is
normal. It's not
Japan is actually animated now.
Hey, I haven't been a citizen of this planet in a long time.
Right. No.
Anyhow, so what do you think? Where do you
could both take it. You could teleport to Tokyo right now.
I'm huge in Japan.
Huge.
What's your family name, Jeff?
Frankel.
Frankel. That's it. All right. The Frankel family.
Frankel.
Jeff Frankel.
So we can stop by, see what's up with that. I can see about pulling some strings, possibly some espionage, maybe. I don't know. We require that. We need to find a way to actually breed them ourselves. Storefronts, those are easy enough once you've got the capital put forward ahead of time. Unless you want to try to deal with an actual pet store thing, but then the feds might get involved.
I think we're good. Actually, I read about this. This is what we should do. What we need to do is you're on the right track, but we need to get these unique and powerful Biobuddies enough so that we can get control of the dueling circuit, and then we just keep releasing overpowered Biobuddies in new expansion packs. But then we come up with a ban list.
So we ban the Electro Rats.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Give me a sec. Paul, phone call.
So you're replicating Magic's business model?
No.
Okay.
No doubt.
Pokemon.
Okay.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Okay.
Magic doesn't actually hand down that many bans.
All right.
Konami, on the other hand,
bans a lot.
The guy,
oh my god!
For the record, the guy who wants the webinar, I'm going to say he's Chuck. I call Chuck. Chuck, it's your Roman
Yep.
Your overlord.
Yep.
We are now cool with Biobuddies. We're going to start mobilizing. We're looking at selling and controlling them.
Oh, well, that sounds like you are down with them.
We are now down with them.
Okay.
We've decided this.
That was the opposite of what you just said.
Well, I am kind of an evil overlord dictator type.
Oh, yeah,
I can change my mind. Whatever.
That's fair.
So
what do you
Just
need
like
from
a
me?
woman, it's his prerogative.
Wow. It's really simple. For right now, just be on standby. We're going to look at distribution. So we're probably going to be doing a lot of street deals. We're probably going to need to... Do we have a youth division?
Can
we start one?
We could start one, yes.
Okay, great.
You said most of Ouroboros was internet trolls, so they're just out of high school anyway.
It's not most of them. We have a fair share of them. We've also got a lot of adults. We have ex-soldiers. We have evil cultists. We have, school administrators sometimes.
So basically, you took over Reddit.
Sort of.
All right.
We just call it Midgard.
Well, yeah, if you want to go, there are 3 suppliers known. One is Shady Glens, which is near your city.
Right.
One is the Rocky Mountain Gym, which
need
is in
something
Colorado.
unique.
2 girls, 1
And then there's Biofreak.
Biofreak.
Yeah, that's the one. It's in Tokyo. What?
Nothing.
Yeah, I'm real original. I don't know what you're talking about.
So, all right, no, we're gonna look into acquisition of the base units. Looking to
There might be others, but I haven't found. They're not publicly yet. There's a lot of private dealing. Like
keep an eye out. Like hit.
Well, you have
list.
to. If you want to, it's sort of like you have to be introduced and be trusted. And we don't have any Biobuddies ourselves, so we haven't been able to infiltrate the network.
I'm going to try to get us some.
I've been to the bar before. Don't you have a Biobuddy?
Look around.
That giant frog. He's a fighting type, right?
Hold on.
I'm more like... Actually, I'm sorry. I'm still...
Yeah.
Kurzik, can you pretend to be a Biobuddy?
Kurzik? Oh, I haven't heard that type before.
Yeah. We're totally inventing one.
Okay.
Okay, good idea. You will have a reward later.
Oh, thank you.
Like, 2 girls, 1 cup.
Don't click that.
I already...
Welcome to the Brave New World.
That ain't ice cream.
I have to stop the old one. I have to go with my queen's wishes.
All right, no. So Chuck,
I'm still muttering in my alien language.
Right.
So Chuck, it's a plan. It's our own way of kind of shutting it down. This is going to be a quick rip kind of operation. All right.
Okay. So
we want to blitz this. We want to control it real quick, and then we're going to use some of the proceeds to possibly engage in massive mind control magic.
Okay.
So it's business as usual.
Yeah.
Oh, so we're going to fill out a Form E2.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So
just be ready. We'll come at you with more.
All right. So where do you want to start? Do you want to go to Tokyo and try and make contact with Biofreak? Do you want to go to a private Biobuddy fighting ring and use him as use Kurzik as your way in, or just raid or go to the old compound and try and grab some more?
I don't know. What do you think?
I got to see there's that officer I met back in Washington from Japan. Good to see what happened to him, like Captain Yamamoto when he was in Washington.
Anyway,
Why?
yeah, I think the private fighting ring sounds like a great idea.
Okay.
With your networking for free, you can find a list of them. There are ones all over the place.
I think you want to go a little bit afield from
Chicago.
Yeah. So what do you think?
Yeah, probably better.
Okay. So what kind? Are you going for the standard one, or are you going to go for the extra dangerous one?
Let's maybe start with the standard one.
Make a slight name with an unusual thing, and then build up a reputation and some hype. Are you the trainer, or am I the trainer?
Well, what are you guys talking?
Oh yeah, both of you are too old to be trainers. You have to disguise your shifts.
Hold on. Start looking around the bar.
Yeah.
Wait,
It's
what
a base
happened to
rated bar.
that
It's got to be a
guy?
kid.
Yeah.
What happened to the guy that came out of the?
yeah.
Yeah, like
The one I was gonna get
the
shit-faced and throw back in.
Yeah,
But
Oh,
he
yeah,
ran
the
away.
one that won.
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah.
we pulled him out.
What do I call him? Cinder. His name is Cinder now.
He was Cinder. I forget what. I think I was Trainer X.
Yeah.
So
What are you? What are you guys talking about?
Cage matches.
Yeah,
fighting.
you can call him.
You.
He's actually now going
Me?
to college.
Well, I've fought in cage matches before.
Exactly. Seems
But they
right
don't-
up your alley.
Well, I mean, it's kind of how Urtrag warriors unwind after a war, after a battle.
Awesome.
Okay.
Sounds right up your alley.
So you call Cinder.
I just call him up.
All right. So,
Is this Cinder?
yeah. Oh.
Oh, this is Glacius.
This is Trainer X.
Oh. Hi. Yeah.
Yeah, did you give up on the Biobuddy thing, or you're still in it?
I'm taking a sabbatical from it right now.
Oh, okay. I mean, can we keep talking of briefly stepping out of retirement?
What's in it for me?
Well, we're going to give you a small share in a startup.
All right. Do you have any presents or anything?
Okay, so I can do the presents thing.
Yeah.
It's low and regular tier, but why not? +2?
All right. He'll come over.
And I'll just give us a talk. All right,
Okay.
give us a talk. We'll discuss this in more detail.
Okay.
Want to make sure your needs are met in this as well. We've got a long game with this, but yeah. And yeah, so cool. No, where should we meet up?
All right, so you can meet him. You can just have him come up to the brass door.
Okay, have him come to the brass door.
So yeah, it's been a year. He's now a college student. He's you helped him get a fake ID, or the Underground helped him get a fake ID. He's actually a member of the Underground now.
Cool.
So he I've been going through therapy. Because it turns out, what I thought was normal is not normal. My childhood was
Pretty
horribly traumatic.
Yeah.
In life or death struggles.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, and you want me to throw me back into that?
Well, how would you like to be responsible partially for crushing that because it's spreading?
Yeah, no, it's spreading.
And we kind of want to shut this down, but the problem is to do that, we have to temporarily boost it to burn it out.
Okay.
I know, it sounds backwards, but...
Okay. You made your check, so you don't have to make it again.
So, I mean, what... I understand your feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me. I'm glad you got out and you're you're acclimating.
Yeah.
You're also a legend.
I could get in fighting thing. My lecturer was sort of he's at a refuge, for traumatized Biobuddies. It's one of the first in the nation. Its location is secret because
Well, no, I'm not. I do not want to.
I'm not allowed to see him again because I kind of we traumatize each other.
I mean that's the whole psychic thing was probably a bit intense.
Yeah, but you look kind of like a really ugly.
He's a Battletoad.
Battletoad.
We'll call him Kurzik.
Yeah.
Right, Kurzik?
Like,
Oh yeah, you could be a. I know. If we spray paint him with silver spray paint, he could be a shiny Battletoad. That would no people don't see those. They're very very rare.
I do breathe through my skin. I think that might cause a problem.
We can get that cake stuff to use.
Yeah, and you have to say Battletoad. You can't say anything else. You have to say everything as Battletoad or parts of that word.
Hold on, I'm doing research.
Battletoad.
It's more like Battletoad.
I don't think I can say it like that.
You have to say it, and that's all you can say.
You can say it more intimidating. Battletoad.
Maybe you can come up with something else, but if you make him look shiny and chrome,
if we get that cake stuff they used in that movie, that breeds.
Oh
right?
yeah. So get that, and if you make him look shiny, he could be a shiny Battletoad, and that we could use him. I assume he can hold his own in a fight.
Okay, cool. And you still got cred, so you can come back. We can't obviously be trainers. I mean, we pulled that shtick back there. And
honestly, most of the trainers are kids, but they're all fronted. They're all really manipulated and controlled by the coaches. The coaches have all the power now.
So
they're always these soccer, parent kind of.
So we pretend to be coaches. You're in charge of that operation, though. Okay.
You have to be really horrible as a coach, though. You have to yell and denigrate the ref and the other parent or coaches.
I think I can pull that.
Okay.
I have to act like.
We'll have to do training. Like I'll pull some footage of that. And,
okay. I think I could be a horrible person.
Yeah, but you come on, just say Battletoad.
Like Battletoad.
Awesome.
Okay, now only say that whenever you're in undercover.
I see. Oh, Battletoad.
Okay, yeah, and don't have light or life in your eyes. Just kind of have a vacant.
Oh, one second. Like
stare.
I'll think of the constant 80 years of war I just went through.
Yeah, 1,000-yard stare. That's a good look. Yeah.
Man, he's really good at that.
Yeah. So.
All right. So will that do?
Yeah. So
I'm going to head down to the
does
cake
anybody
shop.
have guile as a trapping?
Yes.
You can do that. All right. Give me a guile check. See how shiny and chrome you can make your Battletoad.
Do you have that as an enhanced thing or just the basic skill?
That is one of my powers.
Okay,
yes.
then you do that.
Yeah.
Because I have deceit as a basic skill.
Okay. Yeah.
I think disguise is a separate trapping, but whatever.
That's in the main book.
Yeah. Go ahead. You can give me a roll.
Yeah. So this is essentially going to be his WWE music.
Yeah.
Hey.
So +2 on 6 is 8 ascendant.
Okay, yeah, you can make him look like a perfect shiny Battletoad.
Got it. That's Battletoads music.
Let's see.
You knew I had to.
John Cena.
Oh.
Kurzik, you are Battletoad now. You look like Battletoad.
Does this look right?
You look great. Great job, both of you.
Now quit talking.
I'm going to have to be very discouraging, though, and I apologize. I can't promise I won't say anything offensive, but I will apologize afterwards, okay?
I spent 3 years in an intergalactic prison camp. I'm fine.
Prison, motherfucker.
There's one nearby. It's in Neo Detroit, which has been rebuilt since that last giant robot attack.
By Omni Consumer Products.
By Omni Consumer Products, yeah.
So we will find out where this is. I'm imagining coaches probably arrange a lot of these matches then if they're in control.
Yeah.
So I will use my networking to get us a good gig.
Well, the Senders arranged it.
Okay.
You can use it to find out more about the competition if you want, or try and set up bets, or you can.
Oh yeah.
Is there anything you want to do before the fight begins?
I don't know. Do you want to call odds, get extra cash that way?
Yeah.
All right. I will send out a network.
Okay.
+4 total ascendant.
Okay. So what are you trying to accomplish?
I think I'm wanting to get the best odds on how to bet so that we can get a little bit of extra scratch to go towards the wizard.
Okay. Well, there's different things you can do. One thing is to
glaze. What a lovely glaze.
The standard thing is just one fight a night, but you could accept through multiple. You can have your Battletoad fight more than one fighter in a row, like one right after the other. No time to heal.
Kersey, do you feel comfortable doing that? I wouldn't.
My life has mostly been combat for the last 8 decades.
You're cool with doing multi-round.
Multiple.
Did I mention the prison camp? What we had to do to survive?
No, trust me.
We're taking that as a yes then.
Oh yes, it's totally fine.
Okay, so we're gonna
carnage and violence. Oh, that's part and parcel
so
of everything.
2 or 3 in a row. What do you? Or do you want to do a multi? Do you think a multi might get more money?
Or yeah, you could have multiple him fight instead of one guy, 2 guys at once.
Are you comfortable with that?
Well, I don't know. I don't know what my opponents would be capable of.
That's another thing. You instead of like increasing the amount of money you would make, you could, and the amount of hype you would get, you could get intel on the fighters.
So do I go for the intel, or do I?
Or you could split it.
Okay, so if I put you +2 towards the intel and +2 towards upping our take.
Upping the take at +2. You could hype them up a lot to get a lot of bets and get a lot of action. The multiplier though is based on how many fights you take. That's not a skill check. It's just how dangerous do you want to make it. With that, you can find out about the first. You can find out a lot about the first 2 fighters, or learn a little about all the fighters that are fighting that night and all the other variables. So a little bit about everything, or a lot about the first 2 fighters.
Your call. Should I go for the? I think get the little bit about everybody. It might be for the best.
Yeah,
because we don't know what they're going to throw at us.
I concur.
So there are a total, including Biobuddy, there are going to be 8 fighters. There's an Electro Rat. There's a Gush Tortoise. There is a Dark Psychic type. That is fighter 3. Then there is a let's see here.
Should I continue wearing what I'm wearing?
Well, yeah, that's your costume.
Yeah.
There's a Mega Electro Rat, which means it's, leveled up, or probably just juiced up on super soldier drugs, which were designed for humans, so who knows how they work on that. Then
tumors.
Yeah. 2 more Gush Tortoises. One of which is a variant of some kind. And let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4,
I think
5,
we want to
6.
avoid the psychic as much as possible.
And then there is a Robo type. And then there is an
evolved Japanese man with a cape.
There is a aquatic type.
Oh, what type? Sorry, what was the last one?
Aquatic type. and that one will be fought in a customized, modified ring.
Okay.
Well, I'm aquatic too.
How
Okay.
How are you with swimming?
Well, that's the final fighter.
I'm quite good at swimming.
So, yeah, you would be. That's the order you'd be fighting them in. So you can choose to fight more than one at a time. That's the biggest multiplier, or you can fight one right after the other. So what do you want to do? The safest one would just be doing the one Electro Rat, which would get you in at least to the trading network.
Should we just get into the trading network first and then just go from there?
Yeah, I mean, maybe we should, I realize we'll be losing a little bit of element of surprise, but maybe we should do this relatively straight up to begin with, and then start.
Yeah. So,
are you two going to be doing it like he's disguised? Are you guys going to go in as yourselves, or are you going to...
Hail Ouroboros.
Hail Ouroboros, all right.
We're Ouroboros is publicly backing this now.
Okay, so are you wearing Ouroboros disguised with, masks, or are you just going to be, wearing the robes?
Jormungandr shows up.
All right, Jormungandr shows up.
I would
Jeff.
prefer to go in as an Ouroboros henchman.
Okay. With the full mask and everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's easily arranged.
All right, so Neo Detroit, which has been rebuilt and is a modern miracle of nano manufacturing. They build spaceship parts there. And some
Is there any automotive industry left?
yeah, of course. I mean, it's under
Hydrogen fuel cell cars, right?
Yeah. Base rating tech is getting more and more out into the civilian populace now. It's been 3 years since Ragnarok. A lot of base raiders have gone VC, been villain capitalism, venture capitalism. Why do I keep saying that? So
That's great.
but you get into, there's one section, the Impact Crater, where a giant robot fought a giant monster and devastated. And that's the devastated section of Detroit.
Which is almost a tourist attraction.
Well, no.
On the outside.
Because there's also a lot that released a lot of mutants from one of Dr. Pangloss's underground prisons, and those mutants are really dangerous. So
if it has been rebuilt any, it looks more like the set of the movie Double Dragon.
Yeah, basically. It's basically Neo Tokyo, but in where Detroit is. You know, there's the shiny super cyberpunk city, and then there's the post-apocalyptic 1980s.
And we're going to the post-apocalyptic 80s.
So which is only used for illegal stuff now. So
okay, sounds cool.
So you have to sneak across the quarantine line and get in through.
Easy enough.
Yeah, you don't have to roll. And you get into, they've opened up a massive underground, storage area, or warehouse, essentially, and converted it into a fighting ring. There are hundreds of people here. There are video cameras, live streaming it to a private subscription.
I stroll in blatant as I can.
Biobuddy.tv. Very, very secret. You scroll in, there's a lot of other people. Jeff, one of your cousins is there.
Of course he is.
Or she. Who is what name your cousin?
Lydia?
What?
Lydia?
Sure, why not? Sounds good.
Lydia Frankel. And she is a coach, too. So you can give me an alertness check.
Okay. That's a 5.
You notice the kid she is teaching has a Crystal Children's patch on his shoulder. So she is...
I'm sure that's just from the Crystal Gem.
Yeah, clearly, yeah. So he is one of the Electro Rats. In fact, he is the first Electro Rat on the roster who will be... yeah.
So do we need to hit him extra hard or medium style?
The boots to him.
I don't know as it really matters so much. I just figure since he's first up for the night, it's probably going to be real bad no matter what.
Lydia's pretty vindictive. She doesn't take losing very well. So
I just feel bad for that kid.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The kid is is drinking a soda, then throws it at someone in the crowd, and then laughs at them.
I feel less bad for the kid.
See, he's a dick. He's not even proper evil.
Yeah.
He's just a dick.
Anybody with empathy can give me a check if they want.
Sure. Do I have empathy? I do not have empathy.
Okay.
We don't really do that in this group.
All right.
How are you feeling? No.
Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Kurzik, I don't suppose you have empathy?
I do not.
All right. Kurzik, that fate point's coming in. The announcer is Japanese, and he starts talking to you. And then you don't say Battletoads. What do you say? That is blowing your cover right now, and the others are going to have to rescue you. But yeah. It's a Japanese person, and he's talking to you in English. This is blowing your mind for some reason. Because you apparently got a different impression of the Japanese people.
Come on, racist grandpa.
Yeah.
I know, like.
Well, he's also real. He's not even animated.
No, I know, like, holy shit!
All right. So the Japanese is like, wait, what? What? I thought, is this a ringer?
I'm a ventriloquist.
You're a ventriloquist?
Dude, it's part of the act.
Actually, I said that. I'm the ventriloquist.
All right, give me a deception check.
Deception or guile? Deception even?
I think it's guile.
Okay. Do -5 ascendant.
Okay. He believes you. You narrowly get it over. Of course, some other people kind of notice, but that's one strike if he acts out of character.
No, it was a giant frog in a box.
Yeah.
No, I was wearing a giant paper mache head. No, I'm actually M. Night Shyamalan.
All right. So the announcer starts typing. You're going to be the warm up fight. You're facing an Electro Rat. So
Just beat the shit out of him.
Battletoads.
I think you got this.
Battletoad.
Good one. Good one, Silver Battletoads.
what is your Biobuddy's name?
Kurzik. Well, Battletoads, really, but I call him.
But that's his type. Like,
Yeah.
So we call him Kurzik.
Oh, we don't call him Butt?
We can do that. You want to call him Butt?
Yeah.
We can change his name. Just Butt now. You're Butt.
All right.
Battle.
Battle of the Butts. We have Butt the Electrorat versus Butt the Battletoad, a shiny Battletoad. As per standard, you can in this first match, you want to set a particular wager against the other trainer. Of course, this is Cinder's choice, but you could have instructed Cinder. Like the standard, the one wager is like betting your Biobuddy. Loser gets
pinks.
Pink slips essentially, or you could put some other cash, or make the loser do something humiliating.
This is that person?
Oh, yeah, that's one of my cousins.
Do you want? I mean, I'll let you decide. Are we wagering?
Well, I'm trying to figure out what leverage we could grab really quickly. So we know she has actually.
She does have a little entourage with her too, but can't tell much from this distance. You also don't have empathy, so.
If we could come up with any way to sort of force her to put her. I mean, we could just go direct and force her to put her equities up on the line. Her part in the company. It's only just a little bit.
Your safe deposit box.
Okay, yeah, and your shiny Battletoad is worth enough to offset that. So
we'll just offer to sell our friend into slavery.
Yeah.
In return for she gets a part of our company.
Yeah. Seems legit.
You go with this?
You've been a slave before. You were in war.
No, I've taken them.
Battletoads. You say Battletoads.
Yeah, you can't. Remember, you're supposed to. Tom, do you have anything for deceiving people?
No, I mainly scare people.
All right. Well, give me a deception check at +0 then.
4.
Okay. All right.
Church, motherfucker.
You say Battletoads and stare ahead blankly.
No, but actually, when you asked that, I was like, Battletoads. I did oh yeah, totally. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's done this before.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, all right, you'll get her equity of the Chonk Corporation versus your shiny Battletoad. So
Okay, so does me heaping abuse on Cinder actually help in any way?
well, you have to stay in character. So yeah, go ahead and do some.
You can't not.
Yeah.
So
Or maybe not necessarily directed at Cinder. You could. There's attendance and other people. The announcer. You just have to be in a soccer.
Be a really bad.
I'm going to Dragon's Glare, part of the entourage.
All right. Do you have Intimidate?
Yes, Dragon's Glare is a menace snapping at superhuman.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a roll.
So I'm going to shout a few cuss words and then just glare right into one of them.
Okay.
It's still a +2 superhuman.
Okay. All right. That one of the entourage members runs off The Lydia gets very angry, glares back.
Hail Ouroboros with my middle finger up. and then turns dramatically.
All right. She whispers to her entourage. So.
We guys like, kill him.
All right. The fight begins. Now you're both away from each other. So you're not in melee range yet. So Electro will get the first attack because
Ranged.
Yeah, ranged. So you can either choose to resist or you can use dodge. All right. So. Wow. That was not great. One ascendant.
Yay.
4 ascendant.
Okay.
You know what happens to a toad that gets struck by lightning? Nothing. Nothing at all. Not even a shiny metal toad.
All right. So what are you going to do as your action? You can
Leap, close
leap.
the distance.
All right. You can leap and attack. Yeah, because you have superhuman leap. So go ahead and attack.
2 ascendant.
2 ascendant. Did well. Let's see here. I did have swarm. What'd you get?
2 ascendant.
2 ascendant. The Electro actually creates an electrical force field that your fist smashes against,
Does it cause at least a tremor?
It's a very bright flash for everyone. It's very dramatic. The crowd got woo.
Roar out, Battletoad.
Let's hear it, Tom. Role play.
Battletoad.
All right. All right.
I think I'm getting oh yeah, we need to work the crowd up.
You do need to work the crowd up.
I'm still shouting and throwing random curses about how, Electro Rat, how fucking original. I've never seen one of those motherfuckers before.
Sean, throw popcorn at him.
I will.
The battle, the arena is actually hermetically sealed for the protection of the audience because an incinerated audience is not a paying audience.
Probably not.
But it's clear. So,
but yeah.
So new round. Cinder yells at you, "Battletoad, sweep the leg!"
Knew that was coming.
So that would be an aspect maneuver for you if you choose to follow it. But first, Electrolyte is going to try and blast you again.
Sure.
And I'm still rolling terribly. That is a 2 ascendant.
4 ascendant.
All right. So that's not working through. You can go. What are you going to do?
I'll sweep the leg.
All right, that's an aspect maneuver. It's not going to cause damage. It's just going to trip him. So go ahead and roll.
I still use my...
Yeah, you can use your hand-to-hand ability.
All right, 4 ascendant.
All right. 4 ascendant. All right, yeah, you trip him. He is knocked down. It's super effective, the announcer yells out in the audience. Everyone's around. So at this point, Battletoad, you need to give me a resolve check.
Yeah, that's a negative.
Okay. You are stunned, and you have the aspect. You have an aspect applied to you, as your brain is fried. You have gained a temporary major vulnerability to electricity. And you were stunned this round. You two, both of you, can give me alertness checks.
Yeah, +1.
5.
+1. Well, you both noticed that one Kursk has been stunned by something.
What the fuck? What?
Cinder! Or Cinder yells out, "Battletoad, use fist!" And you lose your round, as, of course, the Electro Rat also gets up on his feet this round. You with a +5, you see a brief flash of some sort of greenish light coming from Lydia's area, but you're across the arena from her, so you can't tell exactly who. Someone in her entourage is probably cheating as much as you can in an illegal, cage deathmatch.
Right.
He's using psychic powers to rig the fight. So you can make it. You can, of course, tell Jormgard.
Yes.
And start moving over this round.
That's
it's
what
through
I'm
a
doing.
crowded arena, so you.
I have a shoot ability. It's psychic.
It's psychic. You don't know who it is. Though.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's not zone. And if you do a zone thing, that will draw.
Oh, zone would be terrible. Yeah. It has to target on person.
All right. So
What about with zone plus unusual?
to target people? Well, right now the arena is directly between you two, so you have to move to the side to get a line of sight.
Fair.
Well, old war instincts are now kicking in.
Okay, well, it's a new round. Electrorat's going to attack again, and he gets an additional +4 to his attack roll now, because you're now vulnerable to electricity. Let's see here. So that's an 8 ascendant.
Jesus.
Yep.
2 ascendant.
All right, so that's 6 damage. It has weapon 2, or weapon ascendant 2 would be weapon 3, I think. Or no, that is a shoot. It doesn't have that. So would you have armor?
No.
Okay. Yeah, that's 6 physical stress. Now remember, each square counts. It's not 6 dots. It's like the first square. The first thing.
I have 6 circles.
You can just
So
fill
you
in the
could
mark
just-
into 6.
yeah.
That's worth
6.
6 points by itself.
On the other hand, I don't know how many fate points you have, but you're definitely up 1 from the thing earlier. And -2 on the dice is the point at which buying a reroll is really worth it.
Well, you already marked it.
All right, Mark. Yeah, I'll do it next time.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
All right, so you stagger back from the force of it, as it hurts a lot more than it used to. Your skin is very sensitive now to that. So,
Well, I'm going to take my trainer's advice and use fist.
all right, go make an attack roll.
Man. 3 ascendant.
3 ascendant. He got 2 ascendant, so that does 1 stress to him. So, all right. So you strike him. It's minimally effective. Everyone's like, "Oh, could this be an upset? Could Bot defeat Bot, or will Bot recover in time to strike a blow against Bot? Who will know?"
Does the entire
I
audience
can't
stop?
believe I'm saying these
Does the
words.
entire audience stop in their fervor and snicker every time?
No, they're way into this.
Also, every battle buddy is named Butt.
Some are named Pepperoni and Cheesy. They're and there's also AAA and
Darlington.
Yeah, Darlington for some reason. You two, you're both. Did you go on the same side, or did one take the right, one take the left?
Probably one take right, one take
Yeah,
left.
so I'm going right.
Let's see. So
Basically,
basically,
like Ouroboros hand signals.
Like,
Sure, you probably just did that.
I do a circle in one motion.
all right. So like you went here.
Damn it, they all look like that.
Let me see, Jeff.
It's a subtle language.
All right.
You
So
can't do the
you
crap.
do this terrible thing. You can see like this is your corner. This is Lydia's corner. Yormgard, you went this way.
Yeah.
Jeff, you went that way. So you both have line of sight on Lydia, but again, she has 4 other people with her, not counting the trainer, or who's in the ring, obviously. So yeah, if you it's clearly not. Well, you don't. You're pretty sure it's not Lydia. You're not 100% sure. But there's 4 other people with her, and none of them have acted right now. Of course, you know if you knock out the psychic, the status effect will end.
So if we just start knocking people out.
Yeah, but if you knock out too many people, you could cause the fight to stop, as the guards here aren't many rules, but like anything that interferes with the audience or the fight is probably going to get you guys kicked out.
So now we have an Iocane conundrum.
Yeah, so you can try and figure out who's the psychic. For example, if anybody has any knowledge skills, like academics, you can try and remember what you know about psychics.
I actually do. Academics at +2.
All right.
That's +3.
+3, you often know that psychics the most common psychics are people who use super soldier drugs to give themselves psychic powers, and those often have physical side effects, ears, nosebleeds, veins, big veins on their head, scanners type stuff. So if you get closer to them, you could look at them for details. So those are some clues you could get. So if you get closer, you could do that, or you could take a shot in the dark. It would literally be a 1 in 4 chance of picking the right guy. I would just roll a die. So Yormgard,
I'm closing distance and keeping an eye on my ally.
okay. All right. So you both are again just moving in
around.
closer. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're focused entirely on the fight. As long as you,
So I give like a quick hand gesture, point at the 4, throw a shrug.
all right,
Yeah.
all right. Everyone's got something to do. All right, next round, Electro Rat, use lightning bolt again. You stupid idiot! And he flips you off. The trainer's kind of a brat. That's 8 again.
Fuck you.
Well, they're cheating. They're bad guys. Weird.
I'm definitely spending a fate point on that.
Use it.
All right.
Not much better.
Okay.
I'll spend one more and make it 8 ascendant.
Wait, you have +4 and you got a 4 on your dice roll?
No, I got a 2 on my dice roll.
So
6.
okay.
Yeah.
So you take 2 damage, is that it?
No, you're invoking twice,
Yeah.
right?
Okay. So what was your final roll? A 2? Okay.
The roll was a 2. His skill is 4.
Oh, okay.
He's adding 2 from a fate.
Okay. All right. So you
Like, I'd be clenching my teeth if I had teeth.
you actually look down and you can see your disguise is wearing out too. You take another bolt like that, you're shining.
Well, stop rolling 4, Ross.
Well, you know, he's a bad
Jesus.
guy, so you can keep trying to punch him.
Pretty much. That's
You could try other things. Again, aspect maneuvers. You could try and evade him, get out of range. You could jump to the top of the ring, things like that. You could be defensive instead of continuing to hit him.
I think I'll go. Well, I'm not very good. I'm mostly full on attack.
Well, there you go. That doesn't always work. So you can do whatever you want.
I'll attack him again.
Okay.
Fist the rat.
That's better. 6 ascendant.
You got 5, so another point. So you're both wearing. The fight is surprisingly intense. They thought this was going to be a warm-up fight, that you were just going to squash them. So the Electro Rat is beating the odds. People are cheering the rat on.
Well, yeah, they are cheating.
Yeah. So you two are moving in. Lydia whispers or makes some sort of hand gesture. All 4 of her little buddy or entourage members can see it. So both of you can give me alertness checks to see who is going to be using psychic power.
4. Nope. 0.
Okay. With 4, you can see it's the third one. His veins start and his eyes start glowing very slightly. Tom, give me a resolve check.
No.
Okay.
Here's a question.
1. I got a 1.
Bill gestures, can I still get an attack off on the side?
1. Okay, so you take 4 composure stress.
Jesus.
Yeah, you're just being attacked psychically as you just stagger from, and your nose starts bleeding out of nowhere. So, they're cheating pretty badly. Let's see. So you notice it this round, and so that happens, but you still get to act.
Okay. I will menace him.
All right. So you just
Go with the
sonically.
old standby of Mama said knock you out.
This is ascendant too.
Yeah, that's 7 ascendant.
All right. He has a 4 and superhuman though. So he gets a 5 superhuman. 5 minus 7, 2 plus 2 because you have that. Mm-hmm. So you deal 4 composure stress to him.
Okay.
As he suddenly he reels from it and turns to look at you. Let's see here a second. You haven't knocked him out yet, but you have. Let's see here. I'll just say the 1 and the 3.
Significantly vexed him.
Yeah. So he has a 2 and a 4 out. So Jungsgurd.
I'm going to blast him with the Dragon's Eye.
All right.
You left me no choice but to.
I kind of want to use the physical version.
What? I already checked off 2 boxes on
All right,
composure.
fine. I'll go with the menace.
Okay.
It's not a Senate. It's only a superhuman. But hey, why not?
Give him the Ivan Drago.
I will.
It works really well.
I will
break
actually bump. I'm going to bump that with fate points. So it's actually going to be a total of 4.
4 ascendant.
4 superhuman.
4 superhuman. Okay. Let's see here. He got 4 superhuman with his psychic defense. He's
okay.
So he cancels it out. Unless
Okay.
you want to spend another fate point.
That will leave me with 0.
Oh well, that's a choice.
I'm going to have to back off on that one.
Okay. So he staggers back. Your attack isn't quite as strong as his, so...
See, I probably should have gone physical, because I'm willing to bet he's a...
Your attack is ineffective.
The attack is ineffective. But he knows he's being attacked by two people, and he's kind of looking at both of you. He's not... He sort of elbows hit the other people in the entourage, and two of them peel off. One heading towards you, one heading towards you. So new round. Electra Rat is going to attack.
Of course he is. I'm about to go out here.
Is his Tom's debuff canceled?
Tom, you could, if you want to spend your action, you could jump to the top of the corner.
I'll do that.
All right, so you cannot attack him this round, but you are out of the lightning range because this is multiple zones, and he has a short range attack. So the crowd goes boo as you jump out of the range. Your disguise is still intact. What are you going to do as your let's see here? The psychic can't finish you off because he's watching you two
because he's menaced.
Yeah. Well, he's still intact, but he's actually this round he's going to whisper to Lydia and tell her what's going on. So those two are with her. Two guys are heading towards you, slowly walking. What are you going to do?
Do we ace the psychic and hope to evade the physical stuff later?
That's sort of what I'm hoping for.
Yeah.
So I'll go ahead with that if you... Well, I guess we really wouldn't have this much, capacity to plan.
No.
So
isn't one of you telepathic or psychic or something?
nope.
I have psychic-based powers for menacing and shooting people in the brain.
Okay, sorry.
I'm not really psychic.
Here we are trying not to, not to
time.
track
I just
that.
assume everyone's always hive mind.
I'm shooting the guy.
We'll be re-rolling that.
Yeah,
I'll wait till he's done. But...
I'll invoke Protect Society from my family.
okay, that's real good use of that.
Wow. Well, that
one
is
better.
still... Yeah. That's still +4 ascendant.
All right, to take down the psychic.
Yeah.
All right, he gets a +4 superhuman. He rolls poorly as well, so 3 superhuman versus your
4 ascendant.
4, which is 6, because it's once you're better. So 3 more damage to him. So that takes down his 4. He's just got his $2 left. So if you roll well and he rolls poorly, you can knock him out.
Let's try.
All right.
I believe in you, Sean.
That is a plus.
I'll have to do it, yeah. It's +4, so.
And I rolled a -3, so he got a 1 superhuman.
He is a dragon's roar, and then he's...
He swumps over on Lydia. Lydia falls over, overburdened by the weight of her.
No, it's like the remix song. I must break you. I must.
So Electra Rat is spending its turn charging up. By the way, as it Electra Rat, go!
Is it charging its laser?
It's charging its it's charging its laser. So it will gain a bonus on its next attack roll. So it's just waiting for you to try something.
I'm gonna let go and just drop straight down.
Okay, so new round. Well, Cinder yells out to you, Battletoad, use Thunderclap! Deafen him! Knock him off balance!
I don't know if I can do that.
That's an aspect maneuver. Yeah, you can hope clap
strong.
it. Yeah, you're super strong. So this
Sure.
is an aspect maneuver.
I'll give it a shot.
All right, but he gets to resist it with his force field.
Of course he does.
Yeah, but if you get +1 over him, and he doesn't get the vulnerability. Let's see here. So he gets. Wow, that's not great. What'd you get?
4 ascendant.
All right, you beat him. You deafen him, which knocks out his charge and stuns him for the round. So you'll be able to act before he does next time.
Then you can get the drop on him.
And the psyche is knocked out. You no longer feel vulnerable to the. You don't feel like. You don't feel particularly conductive. Unfortunately, you two, the two goons are both going to attack you. As they're just like, oh, excuse me, and he just sort of bumps towards you.
Are we having an awkward off?
You're having an awkward off. Yeah, you're fine. But first off, Jeff, he is rushing towards you with something in his hand. You're not sure what it is. What are you going to do? Or I assume you're going to try and dodge.
Actually, if I can see him from a little ways off...
Give me an alertness check.
Okay.
You need to... It's a crowded... He's not exactly stealthy,
Did you not
but...
see him peel off before?
It's dark,
Okay.
it's crowded.
No. That's a 0 alertness.
All right, do you want to spend a fate point? Or do you have a fate point?
I do.
All right.
Do I want to? I think I do.
All right, you see him, so you can react.
Okay.
He wasn't hiding. It's hard to see.
I'm not waiting for him to close. I am moving away from where I am. I would like to use athletics to move away from where I am.
Yeah, that'll work.
That's a 5.
That's a 5. He's not running after you because he doesn't want to draw attention to himself. So he's like, oh, excuse me. And you see a knife in his hand.
Whoa!
Yeah. He did really terribly.
Dodge unusual.
Yeah.
+0 superhuman?
That barely gets it because he is extraordinary tier.
Is there a possibility of hitting him back?
You could. Yeah.
Haphazard fighting.
All right.
I'm gonna hit him with an aspect because that's all I can do.
Yep.
That's better. +5.
Yeah. What aspect are you putting on him?
Actually, is that? Let me see. Is that spin?
Yeah, it's been.
I pants him and he knocks himself the fuck out.
All right.
I literally go, oh, whoa! Grab his belt, whoomp, yank it up. He goes face first into the floor.
All right. Yeah, he's knocked out cold.
I look at him, look at the other trainers and go, "You're never more awkward than me." And walk off.
All right. So Battletoad, you
Down like flying fist.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, Battletoad, use Flying Fist.
Drop the hammer. Oh, woo! Contract.
8 ascendant.
All right, that knocks him out. You win the fight. So you.
Do I create a nice crater in the cement?
No, it's a reinforced high tech battle arena, so it absorbs the blow. It does ripple though, which looks really cool before it resets itself. It's made of smart materials, like if it was made of cement, they'd have to fix it after every fight. So. Let's be honest. So, but the crowd goes wild. Yeah, woo! Go Curzon! Go Bot! Bot defeated Bot! So everyone is quite excited. You had an exciting match. So
Get back when they come out, bust out the can of spray stuff.
Yeah.
Find a secluded corner and. All right,
touch him back up.
What the shit was that? My brain was under attack.
that was a psychic. Don't worry, we took him out.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So
They all gonna be cheating.
at that point, you get a phone call.
Dude.
This isn't over. Have you heard of the Frinkle family? We're everywhere. We'll get you. You shitty little cult. You think you're equal
I'm
to us?
immediately going to socially attack her with social media.
Okay.
While she's on the phone, I bust out a second smartphone.
Okay.
Do shoulder vision go.
All right.
This is going to be Hail Ouroboros, Ascended Tier Networking, I guess, or Influence. Which one to?
Influence.
All right, they're the same. Ah! It's +3? Ascended?
All right. That's one social stress to her.
So what? Does like... Is it like somebody tweets at her, "Oh, your Biobuddy just got owned by Bofa," until she's like, "What's Bofa?" and they're like, "Bofa D's nuts."
Yeah, somebody like that. It's that level.
It's very.
Before we get to the serious stuff, that's how you open the and she tweets irresponsibly, probably. I don't know. So,
but you made a new enemy, so good job.
More enemies. But see, last time I was collecting people to work at the bar. This time I'm collecting people to attack us.
Truthfully, she was already an enemy. We just didn't know it yet.
Yeah. Well,
so you have a new. There's a new team aspect. Owns small percentage of the Frinkle fortune now.
Yay!
Or actually, it's technically him because it's under.
That's true.
I can transfer to you, or I can keep it in safekeeping.
Yeah, just hold on to it for now.
So yeah, she is quite pissed.
She was eventually going to be quite pissed about something anyway.
Oh yeah.
So, but yeah, there are several other trainers and dealers who are wanting to talk. It's like, in fact, there's an older man in a totally red suit with a bolo tie, and sort of a goatee, elderly gentleman. It's like, I say there, young fellow, your team is what is your team? Is it Team Ouroboros?
Yes.
Yes. It behooves me to know who are the up-and-coming teams. I am the major. I am a procurer of rare and interesting specimens, and I know one must not reveal secrets, but I believe your very excellent, very unusual shiny Battletoad is quite the fighting specimen, and I would love
11 secret herbs and spices.
I would, and if you were looking to expand your roster, I would be happy to help you.
I think our stable does need a little bit of beefing up.
Yes.
Do you have a card or some kind of thing?
Well,
are you on Dark
I
Knight?
have this piece of fried chicken.
I do have a restaurant, the Mage's Tofu Emporium. It is everything with 12 secret spices that make it taste like whatever you want. It's all the rage in Neo Detroit, and throughout certain
That Detroit cooking.
Yes, that Neo Detroit cooking. It's a fusion between Southern and Neo Detroit. So the Major introduces himself to
Okay,
you.
so we now know the Major. There was Tofu Emporium.
Yeah,
To acquire more Biobuddies.
Ross, this is horrible, and I can't tell you how much I love it. This is just the best bad thing ever.
So then so another dealer introduces herself to her to you.
Tell me it's windy.
All right, yeah, no, let's fuck everything.
But she goes by Big Red.
Yeah, so
Does she have like a cigarette in a holder?
yeah, her name is Carly, and she redhead woman with freckles in a blue dress. She is yes. I just am excited to see such an exciting new team with a very. We'd love to help you out. We're a family operation, and
we know a lot about family operations.
Yeah,
we've heard of a lot of families.
Now we know what happened to Dave Thomas.
Yeah,
He is her.
I also have a restaurant in Neo Detroit. Carly's. We sell artisanal micro foods. That's the newest trend. Like space capsule type pellet food, but in artisanal format. It's locally produced through local nanofabricators. So,
Ross.
Yes.
I also approve of this.
All right. So we got Carly, we got the Major.
And then, of course, there's a large posse of
Lesser traders.
No, there's one more major dealer.
Okay.
So it is
Something junior?
No, it is 5 women, and they
Do they speak in unison?
They do speak in unison. Yeah, their chorus is like. So the 5 women are we are expanding our operations into the Biobuddy market. We see value in your team. We would like to pursue sponsorship and or other procurement deals.
You're okay with the fact that we're also part of a front of an international terrorist spying, right?
Yes, partnerships in multinational corporations are very profitable.
Okay. Just making sure you're cool with that.
I see what you did there.
So
just make sure you're cool with that.
Yeah.
So
there's the
Interpol does not
Major,
like this.
Carly, and 5 women.
5 gals.
Okay, 5
2 on the
gals.
nose.
I like 5 women. They're very serious and professional, very formal.
Glad something is.
Yeah, we have a fine. I don't know what French for 5 women is, but that's the name of the restaurant in Neo Detroit. It's fine French dining, very very haughty, high end stuff. Nothing.
Fünf Fräulein.
Yeah.
I can do it in German.
Well, all right, but it's French. So 5 women.
I remember I say 5 in French.
So I'm sure our listeners will comment whenever this is
Yeah.
made. So those are 3 major dealers.
Okay.
You can also there are also minor dealers. Yeah, there are like various guys. Most of them have gush tortoises or electro rats. Apparently,
I make it clear that we want something more special. We bring something special.
well, that would be one of the dealers or Bio Freak at this point.
right. And so we're just letting them know that that's if you want to come talk to us, we're cool.
There is one minor dealer who is essentially the Resident Evil guy. He's like, oh yeah. He shows you a picture, and you can tell it's just a guy in a donkey with a horse mask and an axe who's been spray painted. So
think I saw that guy on the subway.
Damn it! You found my.
No. He was in the first stage of the campaign.
Yeah.
Buy it at a high price guy.
Yeah.
He's been here the whole time.
I didn't say the dealer. I meant the guy in the horse.
So if you talk to some of the minor dealers, you can see that there are a lot of fake Biobuddies. There's a lot of counterfeit Biobuddies on the market.
So we need to get some.
Is there another guy over there in a rooster suit?
Yeah.
So we've established
The Sync Femmes.
Sync Femmes. So that's the name of the restaurant, but the dealers are the 5 women. So there's the major, Carly, and 5 women. So you can make contact with any of them to buy them up. You could trade your stock in the Franco Corporation to get a couple more Biobuddies, an actual roster.
So Jeff, what do you think? I mean, this is technically.
So Cinder comes up to you after the fight too.
Cinder, you okay? Yeah, how you holding up, man?
That's great. I felt alive. I've been in college for so long, and just in normal life, I have to wait in line for things. It's weird not just taking what you need. Like, they have items on shelves, and you can't just grab them all.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. Let's keep normalized.
And I can walk in tall grass. Let's head back
to the
nothing of empathy. So you're
let's
like,
get back to the brass door.
Yeah.
Let's get you a beer.
Yeah.
Who wants a beer?
Yeah.
This guy wants a beer.
All right. So you're going to spend any time... I mean, all of the 3 major dealers in the area make contact with you. You can spend time with one or more of them, or you can research them more later. You're now in.
No matter how hard we try,
is now
we
the hot
leave
new
a trail of terror and pain.
And you made an enemy, Lydia.
That was probably going to happen anyway.
Yeah.
What's the next step? You have, the equity would be enough to sell to help you with one of the steps of the ritual.
Right.
Is there one can sell it to somebody that's not her?
Yeah, you can sell it to the underground.
Yes,
I'm making sure we make sure it's not her.
Yeah, you can sell it to the underground.
So there we go.
They could use it.
If
you want to do it, if you didn't want to hang on to it.
Right.
I'm declaring it.
Because right now, that would be the one. So all you would need now are the 2 factions to get the board.
Sure. Although it is just one, and
okay.
we could gamble it off because we have failed.
You also know Lydia was wealthy aside from her share, so
right.
She's
Well, and that wasn't
she's one of the cousins, by the way. I think I said that. Yeah. Okay. So the cousin faction probably does it.
So Jeff,
they don't know it's you, but
I'm holding on to it for you, but it's yours.
Well, that's awfully nice of you. But I think we probably need to leverage it into something more. So we want to start putting together a roster because that costume, we're going to have to work on technique a little bit.
Yeah.
If you want to make some sort of high tech costume that can withstand fighting, that would be that would require some sort of engineering, something. Yeah.
Right.
We'd have to visit the underground or slip a weird trade into.
Or you could have him have someone do surgery on him, or give him a magic potion to permanently make him look like a shiny Battletoad.
He probably doesn't want that.
No, I think he's been fuckled enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you don't mind, I would totally love to rest a bit, maybe get some food or a drink, because I am
do you want to get a restaurant, or
I could eat.
There's the Major's Tofu Emporium. There's Carly's.
I obviously couldn't go with you.
Nope. Well, you could. You just have to be in disguise. And just say Battletoad. But you can give it different inflections.
Like Battletoad?
Yeah, exactly.
Or we can go to
Malkovich.
Let's see here. Carly. Artisanal astronaut pellets. Sorry.
Okay.
French restaurant.
I don't know. Who do you trust? Who do you distrust the least? Not really.
Well, you don't have any information on any of them, so
Yeah.
I'd have to do research.
We could, suss out the reputations of those 3.
So I guess we could retreat to the brass door for a bit.
Seems legit.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
And then I'll put out feelers through my network.
All right. So you go back to the brass door.
Yeah.
You can take some time off. You can the curse can soak in a tub, and
It's probably dried out with that stuff. I mean,
it's gross.
Oh, I'm going to be soaking in a large tub for a good part of the night.
That's fine. And let's see, Cinder has to decompress. Yeah, he's
Give this guy a bunch of
kind of fun doing lots of therapy work with him. So it's fine though.
Good thing none of us can tell.
Yeah.
There's a member of the group who'd be perfect for that. He's not here. Damn it, Soul.
Yeah, actually, as you're, I guess you teleport back.
Yeah.
And as you teleport back, you smell burnt fur, and you can see Cinder's holding the an electrorat. It's like, yeah, this one was really cheap. What?
How cheap?
Well, they were selling like $100. One of the small dealers. Yeah.
It was just a cash deal?
Yeah. Yeah, I can train him on my spare time. It'll be fun.
And you can quit anytime you want?
I can. Of course. Why wouldn't I? So, yeah.
So there's that.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is even those of us without empathy...
Yeah, it's pretty obvious. It's if you keep using Cinder like this, it's going to go bad.
I think we might have created a pocket monster.
He might. He's going to relapse.
Did we range that one out? All right. So how do we find more new trainers?
Yeah.
And get
or you can figure out a way to disguise yourself to look like a preteen and then do it yourself.
Mm-hmm. Jeff's only, or not, I'm Jeff. Trey's only about 20.
Yeah, Trey could pull it off.
Yeah.
Can we think we can talk?
He's actually very youthful looking too. So
yeah.
All that fungus has enhanced,
So
it ages well. Yeah.
I'm sure we can talk him into it.
We can try. So should we ask? Because
we're already really committed to doing things. So his normal argument
the
about
easiest
how
way
we
is
shouldn't do anything.
The easiest way is for one of you to do it. And so disguising just from a religious point of view, because Caleb isn't going to be for mini sessions, and I don't want to roleplay his character while he's not here.
I was going to say in the case of the way the characters look normally, Ivan is like a big battle-scarred middle-aged man.
Yeah.
He's not going to pass for a kid.
That's the thing. You can call in favors and have someone give you some way to disguise yourself to look like a hologram or a potion.
I really wish we had a youth division in Ouroboros. We should.
Oh yeah, no. Actually, you get.
I did ask. Chuck to do that.
We have a couple kids that we could use.
Are they indoctrinated?
Huh?
Are they indoctrinated well enough? Cool.
I guess.
Do they like the idea of being bad guys?
Yeah.
Okay. Are they just bad guys? Are they dicks? Are they just bad guys?
Well, you're more of a human resources person than I am.
We can try and get them some training on how to be classed.
So what kind of kid? He sends you files on there's several dozen candidates. So what kind of kid are you looking for?
That's a good question.
Oh, we also have another thing.
What?
We found a robot duplicate kid. Apparently, the U.S. government had plans to infiltrate high schools with robots.
Is his name Daryl?
No, it's just a robot shell, but you can teleoperate it.
Ooh.
That seems like a fantastic idea. It'll come around to bite us eventually somehow.
They all will.
Yeah. So let's go for the one that doesn't involving another human being.
Okay, let's start.
Because we can see how that's turning out.
Let's start with the surrogate in the hopes of not getting anybody killed. But keep the youth division going. I think it's a good idea. You're doing fantastic work.
Yeah.
See about getting a little more fanatical without using the cult directly. Maybe use the Biobuddies thing as a bit of a promise, a different kind of.
Yeah, Team Ouroboros is trending now.
Yeah, so awesome. I would say also, I think we need to look for a serpent-themed Biobuddy somewhere.
Well, you should. I don't know about that.
Well, I'll look into this. Don't worry about it.
Please tell me that he actually knows about it, but is ashamed to say it.
He secretly has his own little,
He has his own.
He has a Tumblr.
Yeah, he's an admin on one of the Biobuddy wikis.
Yeah.
You get back to the rest store. Chris takes some time off. Cinder goes back. And taking his new Electrorat, with him,
because he's now triggered,
which is named Butt 18. Oh
god.
He. So you start researching 3. Here's where you can find out for free. Other stuff would be secret, required something to do, get someone to talk to you. But the Major actually calls himself that because he did used to be in the U.S. military. As far as anyone knows, he was part of a special forces out of Fort Bragg. And was into anti-superhuman forces, some how they would test various secret super soldier drugs.
They probably need to put people down.
He was one of the people overseeing those kind of things. He was also, whenever the government sent in their own forces to fight supervillains when the ideal wasn't available, he would be one of the leaders behind that. So
ideologically, I'm weirdly aligned with him.
After that, he got into contracting, but shortly after you guys broke into the Biobuddy compound, he retired. He had already owned the restaurant. He's a fanatical vegan, and
that might be a problem.
And he started, he got a hold of quite a few Biobuddies from unknown sources. So very flamboyant, kind of mercurial temper, but southerly affectation, even though he's from Nebraska. And is, quite a colorful character, but has known to have sold very exotic Biobuddies.
So hard to control or predict, but he's a gamble.
He has connections to the government. He has connections to private contracting company. He has a lot of connections, a lot of money. He'd be very powerful. But if you want somebody to control, that would not be that would be harder to do.
Okay.
So that's what you get for free from him. Carly is a base raider. Was a base raider. That's where she apparently found some way to teleport into somewhere in the solar system, and looted basically one base, but it was a hell of a base, and it was in space, and that's where she found the astronaut pellet machines and turned that into a restaurant fortune. And she apparently found her own source of Biobuddies. Apparently there was a whole extra thing of them in space, but didn't know what to do with them.
In space, no one can hear you
So
shout.
she might have space-type Biobuddies.
She has space-type Biobuddies. From what people speculated, there was probably some sort of ideal, prison for them, or holding. They were in stasis, and she's just been waking them up. So she has her own private stock, but and she has access to some sort of space facility somewhere in the solar system. But she just focused on one base, and that's it.
Right.
5 women. They're the newest. They essentially took over that restaurant and renamed it. It used to be just a normal, Michelin star rated French restaurant.
Okay.
And what people can tell is they were 5 normal women who were somewhere where they shouldn't have been and got affected by a Pangloss experiment. They were actually around before Ragnarok, and they were all in comas and woke up after Ragnarok, and they're all psychically united. There's not much on them after Ragnarok, and them showing up a couple of months ago selling Biobuddies and taking over the French restaurant. They seem to be have some sort of psychic link with each other. And they had the small staff, the headquarters. So they seem to be the weakest in terms of taking over, but they've also survived this. All these dealers would be targets for villainous space raiders because unlicensed, unregulated Biobuddies are now really hot on the black market, not just on the bio. Because hey, they'd be really useful for base raiding. Instead of sending an actual yourself into a base, you could order your Biobuddies to do it. And if they blow up, there you can go buy another one.
Well, Jeff, we've got those 3 sources. We've still got Japan.
Mm-hmm. So I have to admit, I feel like we would probably find the most kindred spirits with the 5 women.
Kindred or mind-controlled?
Well...
Do you trust psychics?
No, I mean, with the exception of, the frog here.
Oh, giant whirlpool, jacuzzi,
Right, okay, yeah.
we all were victims of the Gate 9 exposure.
This is true.
So I feel like we might have fairly common cause with them.
True. So they might be in with that. Okay. Carly...
Also seems fairly reasonable. Like, the Major is the only one I'm sort of concerned with, because I feel like someone with anti-superhuman tendencies...
Yeah, but that's like a... Well, it's not like anti... Anyhow, I'd like there to be a little bit less. It's really out of control now, you know?
Well,
But
I hear what you're saying, and that's what we're working towards.
Right.
But I feel like
But
we're
also-
more likely to be in that sort of thing where we should expect the double cross from the very drop. with
this is
them.
true.
Not that we shouldn't with any of those, but mostly
I
him.
think they're all going to cross us. Sorry, it's just being in the business I'm in right now. Do you want to look into Japan first, actually? See if Biofreak is...
I mean, I'm always up for a field trip.
All right. Let's go to Japan.
Let's.
Okay, so the next day, you're healed up. Are you... I guess you'd have to go in disguise again.
Actually, should we all... I will wear regular street clothes.
Is there any way that we can dress him up as a cosplayer of something from an anime?
Just like glue a horn to him.
I like the idea, so yes.
I'm gonna. Okay, listen. I know we've sprayed you stuff. I just want to put these antlers on you.
And a blonde wig.
Antlers and a blonde wig.
And a maid outfit. Definitely
Yes.
a maid.
You're a dragon frog maid.
Yeah.
Crossplay is totally cool, man.
I will put this on. If you can, I will put this on if you can show me where this character is a real thing, because I do not believe there's something that weird.
I show him Ladybeard.
Do you want another fate point?
No, this one I was like, oh, that is a thing.
Yeah.
That's a thing, and this is a thing, and that's a thing, and that's the things I'm showing you that are tame.
And there's porn of all of it.
Yeah, that's true. Somebody might grab your ass.
All
Just let
right,
you know.
I'll put it on.
We'll avoid the trains.
But do I have to say? Do I have to talk a certain way? Because I'm not doing.
No,
You
no.
have to act like a maid.
So you have to call him Goshuji-sama, and I'll just butler up. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
I don't speak Japanese.
Fine.
Wait, actually, yes, I do.
Yes, you do.
Yes,
That's
I
your
speak.
power.
You correct my form.
Your
okay?
superpower is being educated.
I'll tell you what. I will wear the suit then and a mask, but instead of the hat, it's a nicer suit. It looks like more of a butler suit.
Yeah.
But I'm still messed up.
Okay.
That completes the theme.
Oh god, it's one of those made. It's from one of those made.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yes, that was the whole point.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, your lady frog maid, very popular harem anime. You know,
Good with the alt circuit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I butler up, which means you can dress however the fuck you want, Jeff.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm American man.
no, the thing about being an electronica music guy is I fit right in.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So we have a theme.
Not so much with you guys, but with Japan, obviously.
So if you want to, the regular way to contact you through your contacts, the regular way to contact Biofreak is to. Well, if you just spend a fate point, if you have a fate point handy, you can say you have a contact there who can get you a meeting with a Biofreak staff member.
I've got one left.
I've got one.
No, he can't, because he's the one with the network.
Yeah, I have a standard. Or I can roll. And
If you roll, then you know a way to do it, but you have to do it yourself. You don't have to run there.
You know, you can always just figure out a way to generate a fate point.
I know.
Yeah, feel free to suggest if compels.
I've got a perfect one. It comes with the power.
Okay.
I call in the contact, and somebody else in the council says, "You're going to Japan?
Yeah.
I have something I need you to do."
Oh, okay. Yeah, there is.
Wagalung, you live like right across the sea. No, I mean you can't do it. You're busy. Okay, fine. Just send me the message. Coded.
Look, I can't be there today, and this is the only day they're going to be giving away this this bottle head.
Oh, no. What you have to do is, you don't know until you accept it.
So, send it via Yggdrasil protocol. It's straight in. So yeah, it's crypted.
right.
Just send it.
All right.
So we're gonna go. And I'll
right.
get the message probably after you show up.
All right. So before you get your meeting with Biofreak, so you have to go on a Japanese game show, Super Monkey Bash, and perform 3 challenges without using superpowers.
Obvious superpowers? Or
Any superpowers. You have to act like a normal person. Like,
so, haphazard
and all of you can have to do it. Like everyone, there's one challenge for each of you.
Okay.
Just get us the entry fees. We're going to be...
Oh no, it's
we've
free.
got 2 cosplayer things going on.
That's bonus. That's great.
Okay.
All right.
Well, how is this helping anything?
Well, I'm helping the producer out.
Okay.
If we can get Americans to do it, or people...
Do we have to win, or do we just have to embarrass ourselves?
Oh, you have to embarrass yourselves.
Okay.
Yeah.
That I can do. I'm really good at that.
All right.
I'm so embarrassing it hurts other people.
So, yeah. You go to there. The producers love Kurzik as they say, "Oh!" And you start speaking Japanese to them. And you're like, "Oh, we'll be doing this segment just for you."
Well, that's fantastic.
You will be maid teacher. You will teach other contestants in how to be proper maid. And we will have celebrity be the person you will be demonstrating for. Okay.
To officially apologize to Japan.
No, we won't.
They know what kind of game shows they have.
This is, actually pretty normal.
Yeah, this is actually pretty good.
It's kind of tame, actually.
So, yeah.
I know, but still.
Yeah. So... You have to teach other maids who are the other contestants. In fact, I'll just make it easy. You two will be given maid costumes as well, and you have to
do the same thing.
Yeah,
like the butler thing doesn't work.
Oh no, you can say butler since you're already in costume, but they only have maid costumes. So
all right.
So you can't use aesthetic, obviously.
Yeah.
So. You are going to be in charge of this in terms of so the producer says, so your cosplay is amazing. You got Fraggin' Drug Lady made perfect.
Fraggin' Drog Lady?
Fraggin' Drog Lady.
Well, that's what he says. It's supposed to be Frog Dragon Lady made.
He's flustered.
Yeah, he's flustered. He's so impressed. So what do you think are 3 things maids should do for our celebrity guest who is... an actor who's very famous for playing a gangster, a Yakuza member, in lots of movies. So he's a very severe kind of guy. His name is Strike Takeshi. So
we're trying to teach him.
No, he's the he you're his maid, and so there are other maids there that have to learn how to be maids for Strike Takeshi. You have to do maybe serve him tea, maybe. What else can it? What are 2 other tasks that they can do to prove that they're good? The other contestants are maids, the worthy maids.
Launder his suit.
Launder his suit. Very good. Oh yeah, we can.
No. I spent a lot of time reading up on this.
Oh,
I've been
okay.
reading a manga.
Okay. Awesome. Give me academics then, or give me what skill roll do you want to use to research this?
Academics.
All right. Yeah. What's it at?
At 1.
All right. Yeah. Great. Do you want a fate point?
No. Actually, I got 3.
All right. Do you have to spend a fate point then?
What?
If you don't, I'm compelling you. You've been off of Earth for 80 years, so you're going to misunderstand unless you want to spend a fate point.
I'll spend 1.
All right. So you understand it pretty well. So yeah, okay. Serve him tea, launder a suit. What's the 3rd thing? You two can chime in as well.
Launder suit.
Fix ramen.
Fix ramen noodles. Oh, perfect. So they prepare the set. And so they have Strike Takeshi come out, and they're like, "Oh, live studio audience!" So everyone give me a resolve check. You're going to be alive on TV.
Oh, god damn it!
Holy shit! Yeah, that's a 7.
Okay.
5 regular.
All right, everyone made it. Everyone got at least 1. So
Not the first time
you're
I
not
myself.
stopped.
It's
Unless somebody wants a fate point for being have stage fright all of a sudden.
No, I'm just
Can I
thinking
get a fate point for being starstruck?
Yes.
I love those guys' movies.
All right. So yeah, you suffer. Let's see.
I just don't know how to actually express this in a different language.
2 points of reputation as you're a humiliator on Japanese television,
which is the whole point of the operation.
Yes,
so.
It's great as you're just. And the camera zooms in on your face. The studio panel talks about how embarrassing it was.
It'd be really great if you converted that to a minor consequence instead. Because the aspect names itself.
Yeah.
Humiliated on Japanese television. I'm not saying do it. I'm just saying
That-
We'll think about it.
just works.
We'll think about it.
yeah. So
Let's see where else this is going.
all right. So so roleplayed. You have to tell the other maids how to make tea for Strike Takeshi.
All right. As in, by the way, as I personally have no idea how that's done.
It's all about presentation. So you could just give them a speech about the importance of making tea for Strike Takeshi.
So, by the way, is this character I'm playing, is this a serious character?
Strike Takeshi?
No.
It's a.
Should I be teaching fairly or should I be teaching hard?
Oh, if you're doing it in character. Oh, wow.
Yeah. Oh,
if you're doing it in character, it's a comic manga. So, yeah. It's
You're going to be
over-enthusiastic person who...
And kind of vicious,
And kind of vicious, yeah.
I think.
Very overprotective of Strike Takeshi.
Okay. So vicious towards...
You're very protective of your master. Of
Yes.
the, yeah.
Okay, so but vicious to them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Make sure they get the vicious.
Yeah, you have drill sergeant, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Says tea is very important. You will not mess it up.
Dude, this is Strike fucking Takeshi.
It's like,
Dude.
it's like the first you'll do. It's like water must be boiled. It's like boil it.
Did you see fireworks? That was an amazing
Actually, I will
movie.
lift him up, put him in front of the
I'm good at talking head.
my legs flail.
There's text
pointlessly
that's
while
so
I lift it up.
strong, you know.
I've got a talking head at the camera. It's really unusual for me to be the normal one in the group. But today, here we are.
All right.
and actually, instruct him to roughly boil it so some of the hot water kind of splashes out. He says, "If you disrespect the water, it will disrespect you."
Jesus, dude. Actually, no. Are you speaking Japanese?
Yeah.
I have no idea what you're saying.
Yeah. So yeah, the audience loves it. You don't even have to roll.
Dude, can you get subtitles? I mean, seriously, I do better with subtitles.
So you make the tea.
It's probably
the announcer comes up, or Strike Takeshi is. Asks you, do you think what do you think of the tea? Is it how important is it to you?
The tea is like life. It says it represents the struggles we face in every day. It says where if we struggle and persevere, and do not cut corners, it is beautiful. But if we are lazy, if we do not do it foolishly, it is ruined.
Did I ruin it?
Yeah, give me a team making roll. You obviously.
What is that under? What is that even under?
I don't know.
Arcana?
Craft.
Arcana, yeah, sure.
My obscure knowledge of bizarre teas?
There's tea magic.
Cultists.
Yeah.
I do technically
There's Japanese
operate
tea magic.
because there's cultists. I have cultists. +2.
All right, you make tea. It is not. You didn't ruin
It has a curious taste. A little bit of the occult.
So good job, your first one.
Actually, I thought it's like, do you approve?
Yes.
I'm still
He
starstruck.
just grunts.
I like that.
That's so awesome.
All right, so the next one is launder his suit. So to step it up, they each give you a different suit. One is covered in that they've made basically fake bullet holes and blood that they poured on. One is covered in slime and has been ripped to shreds by a monster, quote unquote. And the other one is singed as though it has been in a fire. So these suits are heavily damaged. So it's not just laundering; it's repairing them or doing whatever. So what is the importance of repairing as a maid repairing a master suit?
A suit makes the man. Unlike a man, sometimes the suit is subject to the harshness of the world. It is our job, nay, our duty. It's to restore the suit to its rightful state.
All right. So you don't even need to roll. You're doing it. But you all have to.
By the way, I actually studied up on how suits are laundered.
Yeah. You can roll academics.
Jormungandr is an old school masked villain who runs an organization where a lot of them wear suits.
You could roll.
Ouroboros?
Yeah. I'll let you roll. Yeah, you could.
And of course, I will scream with him in Japanese.
Yeah.
And I will embarrassingly shout, "Hail Ouroboros one."
Okay.
Not even thinking about it.
Yeah, there's a panel watching you, and there's a little camera of their reactions. And like, oh, what does he say? What does he mean by that? Oh.
No, it makes.
Nice.
That's
All right.
+5 ascendant.
All right.
I cleaned the fuck out of that suit.
Yeah, you actually know you've done literally this.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna continue to cast this as only sane man. I'm watching you two doing your thing,
Yeah.
and then it like cuts over to a state of the art washer and dryer. I go over there, and with technology, I program a macro in it
Okay.
to launder for bullet holes and blood stains. It turns out I'm gonna do product placement.
All right. Very good. Very good.
So that's a +3 on technology.
All right, with a +3, you managed to do that. So you have passed the second segment.
Yeah.
And what was the third one? Oh, yeah, make ramen noodles. So
This
it's
is where I probably
dinner.
fuck it
So, yeah, what's your speech? What's the importance of making dinner for one semester?
At the end of the day, when we return from the life of strife and discord, there's the thing that we can do to fully relax and be able to absorb the inner peace is a meal that is prepared with skill and forethought. To do otherwise is to make everything that was the day wasted.
All right.
Which I screamed directly into his face.
All right, give me a resolve check. That scared the shit out of me. Or willpower, whatever you got.
Nice resolve. +2.
All right, that's enough.
I flinch.
Yeah, you fled.
Dude, what the fuck?
He's really getting into character.
Let's stop putting you in costumes.
All right, so making ramen noodles. What are you going to do for
I
that?
have no idea how to do this one.
All
It's
right.
probably a flat roll because
Yeah.
I have no excuses. Unless you can say I can might or athletics them. No,
I don't see how you can bullshit your way into that.
no.
Yeah, you'd be rolling a +0.
It's a flat roll.
Yeah.
0.
Wow.
I'm not spending fate.
Yeah. All right.
The whole point is to embarrass myself.
Yeah.
Actually, like, do I notice what he's?
Oh yeah.
doing?
No, it's terrible.
Just it's like, no.
Yeah. There we go. They looped that a couple of times.
Nice.
So yeah, you get another fate point. Let's see how much more reputation you lose. You take another 3 reputation.
All right.
As you were humiliated again on Japanese.
Well, by the way, I thought the whole point was we need to be into this.
Yeah.
Like, down a notch.
She's like, no.
All right,
It's a bitch.
Jeff, making.
I'm going one-man Iron Chef.
Okay.
I am flat preparing as fancy a ramen as possible from whole ingredients, athletics to to manage like 3 cooking stations at once.
Okay. Do you have anything? Okay, so you can, all right. That'll help. You'll need one more skill roll though to know the recipe. So you could use academics or technology to figure out. So yeah.
Okay, fine. Technology. Mhm.
You could. Well, you make your athletics check first.
Okay. Fate point.
We're spending a fate point on the game show.
Holy shit! Well,
It's a -4. Yeah.
yeah.
We don't want to do that.
If you want to get knocked out from reputation damage, which would be.
I'll invoke heroic connection. I come from a family of people who served a hero.
Okay.
Surely I can serve a movie star better
Well,
than
you're
this.
the Frinkle Butler.
Yeah.
Spent years in Japan and made. There you
Holy
go.
shit.
Nice for a +4. Yeah.
Yeah.
That works.
All right, you get spin
for
on
a total
that.
of +8. Yeah.
All right, so you get spin on that.
Okay.
That can just negate the need for the second roll if you want, or if you want to
Yeah, go big or go home.
Yeah, go
All
big
right. Yeah, computers to look up a recipe.
Okay.
That's still positive.
All right, that's enough.
That's still a +1.
Yeah.
So
It's
But do I see that? Do I see what he's doing?
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, then I started like, yes. I'm basically Undyne from Undertale. That scene, like, I'm into it. Yes, stir it.
all right. So yeah, it
So it's not a fantastic recipe, but it is impeccably prepared.
oh yeah, no, perfectly cut, perfectly
And
prepared.
at that point, you're passing over to me,
Yeah.
and then put it in front of him.
Strike Takeshi takes a and nods and grunts.
Then I will
highest
then I will take the feather duster
Yeah.
and bow with it to him.
All right.
Good.
Everyone, yeah. The panel loses it. Yeah. So yeah. With that, Ouroboros' strong hold on Tokyo strengthens as they
Pop
manage.
culture control.
Yeah, pop culture control as they now the guy the producers now has a life debt to Ouroboros.
So I message one loan. It's done.
Yeah.
Who's the contact?
All right. So yeah, you all leave.
Oh yeah, this wasn't the reason we came to Japan.
This wasn't the.
By the way, as we walk out, I think we were that was really good. I mean,
Tone it down. Seriously.
I am sorry. I got really. I got into it.
I think I got whiplash from that ramen bowl. Okay.
Man.
You still smell like ramen, by the way.
Yeah.
Look, I am sorry that
We probably. We can drop off somewhere.
But if you're actually, well, the thing is, this character does that quite often. If you see,
Yeah.
Hold on. Let's just check into this short-term hotel over here.
Yeah, you can shower often
Yeah,
in a coffin hotel.
It was a Love Hotel.
Oh, love hotel. Okay, yeah.
so no question that I'm 8 feet tall.
No, because you're in maid cosplay.
yeah.
They just think you're a character in a costume. So
And they think something weird's going on.
no, there's actually a lot of characters in cosplay in Tokyo.
Yeah.
And especially in the Base Raiders universe.
By the way, how many pictures do I have to stop for on our way to the?
A couple.
Cool. I'll do it.
You're not in. You'd have to go to Shinjuku or Akihabara to get there's a cosplay area where people just linger so people can take photos and stuff like that. So right now you're just. You're
Maybe we can do that later tonight.
Oh yeah, sure, of course. The ground shakes as you're going to the Love Hotel. You look across the street. There's a giant robot walking down the street.
I guess. Let me guess. No one.
Yeah, people are walking under it. It's following the traffic signals. It's stopping at crosswalks.
Yeah. So as a side note, you know how they've got that powered armor back in the stuff you saw when you first got back.
Oh, the Orgaz Empire is well familiar with power armor.
Well, yeah, that's what they're packing here in Japan.
Right. Oh yes, no. They experimented with many of those. Many lives were taken by those things.
Right. That's what I'm saying. We probably shouldn't go too high profile on this.
No. Of course. I mean, we were on a game show on television.
Oh, that's different.
It's strange. I thought that would bother me, but it really didn't.
Right.
You should take a new aspect. You liberated by the liberated maid cosplay. Liberated maid. If you want, I will give you more compel. I will give you more fate points if you just make that your costume.
You have to cosplay something different every session.
Or just keep it as the maid.
I do need some more water.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
we are going to to meet with the contact.
Yeah,
I guess.
we made contact. It's in Akihabara, and it's in Harajuku. Just to be different. So it's just kind of a generic office place.
Okay. I was thinking the last time I was here was Imperial Japan.
Yeah, no, it's very different. It is very different.
They've moved a lot of buildings.
So there's just a man, salaried man in a suit. His name is Yoshi. He introduces himself to you. I understand you have been recommended by people I trust, by people BioFreak trusts, that you have passed our background clearance, so you are qualified. I am a counselor to help guide you through your first step. Are you familiar with BioBuddies? And
yes.
So you are familiar with how to use them, and you seem to be coaches.
We're more coaches.
Yes.
There's psychic uplinks and stuff like that.
Normally, we would have the trainer here to. Often, it's the rapport between the BioBuddy and the.
I understand. We're working on switching trainers. Our current one is a little.
You got in too deep.
Yeah, too deep, too long ago.
Okay.
We have an OG.
So, are you going to be new coaches, or are you going to go in as a team Ouroboros?
What do you think?
I mean, it really has a lot to do with how much you would like to insulate that. Do you want to have that exposure?
Oh, by the way, I'm totally not in makeup right now.
No, you're not.
No, you're made. You're unrecognizable.
You are made with a blonde beginning.
But if we do need to spoof a BioBuddy again, we could come up with a frog-made BioBuddy.
We could just say we put a costume on a BioBuddy.
Yeah.
Which would actually reduce the amount of silver paint needed.
It's true.
But the dress might rip.
Yeah, but no, nobody. Oh, no. Like in Tokyo, you're fine. You can walk around.
Well, I'm gonna basically
as long as you're in the main costume.
You know how these businesses go, and it's one of those things. We're more on the acquisition side of things.
Wait, we didn't establish if your team.
Yeah, so I think we're going to go. What do you think? Should we go in as team, or just say let's go in as?
I mean, it's really Ouroboros is your thing.
I mean, BioFreak is aware of what happened in Neo Detroit, so but you can go in as new trainers or new coaches.
The thing is, Ouroboros is not a well-kept secret on purpose.
Okay.
It's
So
not,
you're going in as...
It's secret who's in it. It's not secret that it exists.
Okay.
I just didn't want to necessarily obligate, the thing you brought to the table.
Oh, that's cool. I'm cool with that.
Okay, so you are going to see more Ouroboros?
I will mask up, put the gloves on,
Sure.
and
So you go in. Yes, you did quite well with your fighting type Battletoad.
yes.
Shiny, that is very rare.
It is rare.
It is.
But I can understand why you'd want to procure more.
Yes, because, they're good and they're rare, but that means you don't always want to endanger them in every fight.
Of course.
So we understand you have a better variety than what
We have a very
fight
large roster. Yes, we can procure nearly any type.
Oh.
Given what kind of budget or what kind of characteristics are you looking for?
So those are two different questions, really, I guess. But
Fair enough.
Something serpent themed, maybe.
Oh, by the way, Yoshi's speaking in perfect English.
Yeah, so that's why I'm like something serpent themed, maybe.
Oh, a serpent, yes.
Well, Ouroboros serpent. Yeah.
Oh,
Dragon,
I
maybe
see.
dragonid.
Yes.
Yeah. We're very into that.
Yes.
It's a part of the image. You got to sell it.
Uh-huh. Is this one you're looking one that is already fighting ready, or one that you would like to raise up and train yourself?
We're gonna have to probably get fighting sooner than later. It's just there's a bit of a outbreak because the authorities aren't really good at wrangling the Biobuddies yet.
Yes, of course.
I mean, you probably heard about this. It's might be inflating the market on like electro rats or whatever.
Oh yes, there is a saturation of them.
They're going feral.
Yeah. Oh yes. We're aware of that. That's why we are doing so well, is because we offer something other than that, and the gush
Exactly.
courses. We offer virtually anything. Yes, we have several dragon type Biobuddies. I can give you a ranking. First, establish your budget. That's as a corporation, we have to understand that first.
Understandable. Let me consult.
You don't have to give me an exact amount. Just give me a range.
I look to our numbers, man. That would be chat.
So the question is: one, do either of you have wealth or resources?
I do not.
I have no money on
I
Earth.
have resources at 1, but
What tier? Monday.
just mundane.
Okay.
But
So-
I figured we were using
The equity?
Yes, the equity.
Oh,
Which
yeah.
is worth so many loot.
Okay, so yeah, you offer that up. It's like, oh yes, that is. We can make this work. Now, in terms of characteristics, is one size a factor? Is that like is there such a thing as large? Some people do not want
Transportation might become an issue.
Okay, so can you give me
Teleporter. All right. Where do we
Society-
keep it though?
The brass door.
I mean, I guess Trey was
often
talking
many of the serpent type have specific environmental conditions, which actually you actually are lucky if that is in your market. You're actually, because of their housing requirements, there is not as much of a market for them.
Really?
We have
Like,
several aerial and several aquatic types, and one burrowing type. All of them have stringent environmental housing.
Like the aerial, how do we have to? I mean, outside of making sure they don't fly.
You
off.
need an airy, essentially. There are control mechanisms. We can get into that, but you need a control. But it needs air. It needs a place to stretch its wings to fly.
Okay.
If you keep it indoors, so you need a very large outdoor environment. If you can outfit it with something to keep it invisible, then it could be anywhere, I suppose. But
That could be a problem, though.
if
If
you-
hungry.
well, again, this is the control mechanism.
Okay.
You can train it to a certain degree. It's also power versus control. How much power do you want versus control? There are some that are nearly uncontrollable outside, and so they are more kept in cages and just tossed into the battle arena. Even sometimes without trainers, even. In fact, our most powerful ones are like that. But if you want more control, obviously you're giving up some power. I will come up with 3 ones, one of each environmental type, and let you know. So
Okay.
he leaves. So
All right. We'll just expect the message and like, hey, so we'll look over that in a bit.
yeah. All right.
All right.
So I think, I don't know, I feel like we're dangerously close to kind of like getting a little carried away.
Yeah.
We need to stop and think about like, what do we actually, like, what are we working towards?
What's our end game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The end game was to oversaturate the Biobuddies market by popularizing it. Not really control it so much as guide it towards the point where nobody gives a fuck about electro rats. They're just the shit Biobuddy, and we can just find ways to get maybe government attention on it. Actual government attention, not the news. So if you want to go, well, those are different goals. If you want a government crackdown, all you have to do is have Biobuddies go rob banks or something like that.
Oh,
That's easy now.
Which would have been,
Faster, I guess.
right. But that's fine.
If you want to make it so popular no one does it, then you can just introduce more species into the wild, and just have a feral animal invasive animal problem.
Like what we really need to do is not actually go for an expensive one.
Get a bunch of cheap ones.
Yeah, we need to introduce a bunch of essentially rock or ground type. I mean, whatever. So if we have an electro rat problem, we just whatever rock paper scissors is best against the rat.
Snake eats rat.
On the aggressive side, and on the defensive side, we get the whatever the Geodude is.
Yeah.
And they don't have to be expensive. In fact, it's better if they're not, so that way we can actually,
So if we go for a deep stable
them.
of snake and rock.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Well, okay, so you explain this to them, and he looks, given your budget, we could actually instead go the opposite route and give you a breeding population of what should the burrowing snake types be called? Let's see here. Tunnelos?
Ratlore?
Ratlore? No, I would say tunnelos.
Okay.
Because they tunnel. And they look a little like serpentine.
Serpentine.
They're basically snakes that tunnel through the ground. So,
Yeah.
And then the other one you wanted geodes, rock. Let's see here.
Make them actually look like cetaceans and make them rock lobster? No, never mind.
That's fine.
Rock lobsters?
Yeah, rock lobsters.
Rock lobsters.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can get a breeding population of both.
We will breed rock lobsters and tunnelos.
So rock lobsters are amphibious. So no, they're rocky. So you need to have them in a very rocky, hilly environment, and then actually both of them have similar requirements. So you can't keep them in the brass store. You'll have to.
Oh God, no! If we're planning on breeding these things, we're probably going to have to get a facility on the side, or just release a whole bunch into an area that's not infested with other shit.
All right, so you need a scientist to figure that out.
Okay.
So Yoshi can give you those. Well, he tells you for free. If you're, you can't really tell him that you just want to introduce them in the wild.
No, we're looking to expand the population of these two lesser ones, which will obviously drive up the price on your more rare species.
Well, yes. I mean, I understand if you're doing this in North America, we cannot sell you these, and if you plan to compete in Asia, or
no, of course not.
Yeah,
They're region locked.
Yeah, they're region locked. Thank you. But there are many places in the American Southwest, isolated areas. Just find some place in the desert, particularly if it's near a radioactive site, like a nuclear weapons test site.
Do we know about one of those?
Or Yucca Mountain.
Or Yucca Mountain, yes, that would be excellent. And then simply build. He gives you the schematics for an anti-Biobuddy fence. This is standard grade, but it'll if they get too big, they'll be or old. You'll have to keep an eye on them because eventually they'll get big enough and strong enough that they'll be able to resist the fence.
Oh, we better keep an eye on that. We totally will.
Build the fence around it, keep it, isolated. They're mostly nocturnal by nature, so you won't worry about people seeing them accidentally during the day. They're very well camouflaged in the desert. And he gives you their feeding habits and, the data sheet.
Wait a sec.
Yeah.
So, okay, if we've got a breeding pair on a counter to Electrorats and we have schematic for a Biobuddy fence...
Yep.
Then we need to get a hold of your friends at the Shady Glen, because if they can put up a second fence, then we can all come out ahead on that, because we can essentially price fix.
We can also get
back and forth.
We can also get them to invest themselves into our operation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're essentially we're going to play both sides of the market against each other.
We just don't
when
tell
we
them.
already own both sides of the market.
That'll work. That'll get you some of the capital, and then we will wear out the fad.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the meantime, it's probably going to cause untold damage.
Yeah,
but
we're gonna escalate a bubble between ground type and lightning type, and then sell it out at the top.
Okay.
We're casually discussing.
Well, you do know gush tortoises are the counter to these guys. Well, they're counter to... Actually, the gush tortoises are good to counter to electro rats. Actually, yeah, both of them, gush tortoises and your guys, is better than electro rats. So, yeah.
Okay, so this is about to do a thing.
Yeah.
But this week,
So
they
the
get
other
their
thing
fix,
is we
but
could
they
go
need
to the
find
Rocky Mountain place and buy out their
Yeah, if you do that, then
Gush tortoise.
you have
Yeah.
like the majority of the...
we're looking. Okay, so we're going to get majority share in Biobuddies in North America.
Yeah,
So we can get majority share in China,
exactly.
in the world.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so
This
you're
is
going
totally
to...
not a scheme.
All right, so...
No, it absolutely is. I don't think anyone was.
This is a hustle.
I'm fine with it.
But yeah, okay. So
So you teleport back with the 2 crates of Biobuddies. And then you're contacting Shady Glens, or what?
Yeah,
Yeah, so
because
we'll
we
get
can
them-
set up the fence.
and they'll at least be able to put some villain venture capital stuff. Yeah.
So what is the deal you're going to give that you're telling them? So
We're telling them that we're going to bump the market and essentially get more people buying Biobuddies.
okay. Well, I mean, you're telling them that what you bought, right?
Are we?
Or are you just telling them about the fence?
We're looking at doing.
We can help you solve your runaway problem.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're
There we
telling
go.
just
Yeah.
about the fence.
We're
Okay.
going to
Yeah, let's
essentially
do
sell them
that
fence
for now.
and bump the price a little bit.
Yeah, so you contact Legs at the Shady Glens. He is ecstatic to hear that you have a fence. He is very excited. He's eager to buy it out.
We can sell you the schematic for a money unit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You get a money unit. So.
Use the money to set up our own.
Well, yeah, it's not a lot of money.
Yeah.
So you can shut up if you want to make a Biobuddy farm out in the desert. You can get a pretty basic one.
What
one
was
money
doing with that base that was a containment area? That was in the southwest.
That was a mine.
Yeah.
The prison?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but people are
Wait.
working and living in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, those rock ones will like tunnel through that structurally,
Well, but they weren't still using the mine for anything, or if
that's
they
where the
were,
base
it was
was.
just
That's where they had their own base in there. So that was where the private prison was.
Yeah.
To kidnap people, and they're still using it now because they have their own command center. There's a lot of tech in there. You could have them set up a farm near it. It would be outdoors, but not in the base itself.
Yeah, like we're just trying to make up for it because
So
we
that's
took
what you're
away
gonna-
part of their economic base because we said, "Hey, quit kidnapping people."
Yeah.
So
We would like to set up a ranch.
Are you kidnapping people? Because you have to tell me if you're
A
kidnapping.
monster ranch.
Yeah, you can set up a monster ranch. You can use the money unit to set it up with pretty basic stuff.
Yeah.
If you want them to staff it and
Wow.
keep an
Yeah.
eye on it.
Things have changed here.
Yeah. All right. So
That escalated.
All right.
Yeah, it did escalate. So you have Tunnel and Rock Lobster Ranch with the town, which I'll have to look back on my notes to remember more about
Yeah.
that.
Callbacks are great.
yeah,
Yeah, no, thank you for. Yeah, I hadn't forgot about that. Do you want to keep anyone else put anyone else in the staff there to look after it, or just have those townspeople do it?
I'm gonna.
Oh yeah, no, that's what I remember now. They went from private prison at the end. You convinced them to switch to super soldier drug manufacturing.
yeah,
Right.
So now they're selling drugs. But yeah, they're happy to expand their operation
I will
because they've heard
also-
about the Biobuddy craze and they're eager to get into
I'll
it.
throw a couple of Ouroboros members in for supervision.
Oh yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so you're
I send some of my agents there.
Okay.
As oversight,
So
because they're essentially contractors.
yeah,
okay.
they're franchise managers.
Well, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, you have that set up. It'll take some time for them to get going in large numbers.
But that at least that works on 2 of our problems.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So we could go grab the gush tortoise and
So
really corner the market.
Yeah, if you want to take over the gym, that's going to be the whole thing.
yeah, because we'd have to essentially get our new cosplay Biobuddy to fight.
Right.
Yeah.
And probably the first crop out of
Right.
Yeah, getting a
We
gym
could go
badge.
in with a whole team.
Yeah, you'd have to get a gym badge, essentially.
And that would mean we'd have to figure out some way to sneak some kind of healing solution.
What's funny is I've never actually played any Pokemon games. I've learned this entirely through cultural osmosis.
Yeah.
So
And Twitch.
a little, yeah, okay, a little bit of praise.
Yeah, that's where most of my stuff is.
Yeah.
Basic RPG with rock, paper, scissors. I'm sure you figured it out fairly quickly.
Yeah, no. Well, the gym badges and all that other stuff. Tall grass. Missing, no. If you want to Rocky Mountain Gym, no one knows the exact location. You have to defeat a series of trainers invited.
So that's its whole.
That would be a whole adventure, is what they would have to do. 'Cause
That's one hook.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we just keep staying the course with that, and we've got an X factor that we might have to deal with later, but we'll have a stable at that point.
Yeah. So it'll take some time for your population. Right now, I assume you're just keeping them all there and getting their numbers up before you start selling on the market. So,
Definitely get the numbers up.
Yeah, with the money unit, you get a basic farm. They can with their own base. They can use those schematics to build their own fences, and then they have some townspeople, and then some of your cultists guarding it and watching it.
So I mean, they're getting their cut.
Yeah.
You know, but
well, they're not getting cut. Well, I mean, they're not getting cut now. Your money just fronts the supplies to set up the farm and everything.
So, do we want to cut your Shady Glen guys in on the deal? Because the thing is, I mean, price fixing works better if you've actually got, if you've got a cartel.
If everyone's agreeing to the same prices,
Yeah.
So we have to.
We fixed the price to a starter Biobuddy at $10 grand.
On board.
And no one can undersell
you. They might get greedy.
Oh, the whole point of this is that we're all getting greedy, but we're getting greedy in a controlled way together,
cable
so we
TV
all
in
get the
America.
most.
Yeah.
I'm not really quite understanding what you guys are doing.
Just think of it as like cable TV. Like there's only.
No, I'm not character. Literally, there's no idea.
That's fine.
I'll tell you what. We'll talk to them.
Kurzik, you're just really excited about cosplay now. So.
Well, in fact, it's also nice to walk around without cops chasing me.
Do you want to try it in America?
Times Square. I know personally I could do that.
Yeah, you could.
But we don't live in Times Square.
No, you don't.
But there's a teleporter.
But Chicago has already, sent the cops out after me.
Yeah, that's true.
They do that a lot.
Yeah, they do. So
geez,
you could teleport back to Tokyo and hang out more there if you wanted to. You don't have to.
No, the Brass Lantern's kind of where
Brass door.
The Brass Door. It's where all my stuff is, which is not much.
No.
Okay, so
I don't even have any Earth currency. Like maybe I should get a job or something.
If you mention that Warbot 555, it says I can get you a job.
Oh.
Yeah. What kind of job do you want?
Well, the last 8 decades I've been fighting in a war.
You want to kill people then?
Well, only if not assassinations. I don't. Well, I mean, unless it's like an enemy officer, or I actually have assassinated a lot of enemy generals and.
Okay, so you don't want to do it as a job.
Well, not on Earth.
Okay, so what do you want to do?
Well, what do you have?
All kinds of job. Global economy. I'm a headhunter. In Red of Course. It's a job type. Getting people. I get a fee. I get a referral if I can get somebody a job.
Oh, I see.
Oh, you're fast and strong, right?
Yes.
Do you need to sleep much?
6 hours a day.
Okay. Do you want something to let you negate the need for sleep?
I rather like sleep, except when the dreams come.
Okay. There's overnight shifts at this distributing warehouse. You'd be filling orders for an online retailer.
What was the name of the retailer again, Ross?
Distributing?
Oh, that's right, Distributee.
Yeah.
Yes.
Of course. You'd be in a warehouse. They give you a little order. It tells you to go to someplace in the warehouse. You go over there and put whatever they want in the box, and then you tape up the box.
That sounds like something I could do.
Okay. You want to try it?
Sure, I'll give it a try.
Yeah, there's one warehouse I know that's non-union, and by that I mean no one there is human. So it's all illegal. So
there's illegal aliens.
Literally, yes. You are one of those. Well, some of them actually are human, but from their different timelines or something.
Oh, I've heard those exist.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. I don't really.
Sure, I'll give.
Don't talk to them because they'll tell you about what's different and what they miss, and
Oh, I feel very little for this planet right now, but it's fine.
Yeah. See, there you go. That's the attitude. Don't listen to them. They always want to tell you your backstory. Don't listen because I don't care. So, all right, go here.
Robot 555, the world's first teenage robot.
I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care. Go here, and I'll get a referral bonus. And
I'll see. I'll give it a try.
all right. So you go to the warehouse, and there's a fat man smoking a cigarette outside. You jump down, I guess, or
Yeah.
He's like, oh. Yeah, hey, the Warbot 555 told me you're coming.
Kurzik Senkor, how are you?
Yeah, though I don't shake hands with fans. Some of you have given me rashes before.
Oh, I'm not an amphibian like that, I promise.
I wasn't being specific. It was...
There is a species of us that actually has
I don't
highly
care.
toxic
Oh, God,
skin
please. With the questions. All right. There'll be... a guy, he looks human, but his head is a skull, and it's on fire. And it's blue fire, and he'll tell you what to do.
Oh, that sounds easy enough to find.
Yeah, and if the cops... if there's ever a red alarm, like a red blinking light and a big loud alarm sound, that means the authorities have shown up. So just hide in the corner. Hide until they go away.
Understood.
Okay. So you go there. And that's your night. It's very exhausting, so...
Well, I tire very difficultly.
Well, you still need sleep, and you're not getting enough if you want to keep this job. So you can still adventure and do everything if you want. It will give you a wealth of 1, but you will lose your first point of 1 of composure from the stress.
Oh no, I totally rage quit at some point.
Okay. All right. So
because it's not so much that I'm suddenly seeing very highly unfair employment practices.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm from the 20s. I've seen that shit all.
Yeah.
They're doing it to me.
Yeah.
That is unacceptable.
All right.
Because I came from a wealthy family, damn it.
And you're the hero of the rebellion on whatever the hell damn planet.
Well, he's a monarchist, he's literally a monarchist.
Yeah, the only difference is, I was fighting for the monarchist side. I was fighting against the fascist side.
Yeah. Explain that to me. Anyway, so, all right.
There's I gave it a shot, but seriously, the floor manager just... I don't think... I've been in a war for so many years. I don't think I was ever that angry for, 30 years.
Robot takes up and says, wait, you were talking. Okay, right. All right. Anyway, back on Twitch. Hey, guys, we're playing Destiny. Anyway, so... Warbot 555 doesn't care.
Needs to be more British.
Yeah, he started. Hello, Governor. I'm a British person. Wanker. I'm playing Destiny. So, that'll end the session, I guess. Because next session, you guys want to take on Rocky Mountain Gym.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my god.
With that, then you'll basically have the market cornered on commodity Biobuddies.
Right.
The dealer boutique ones obviously are held by those 3 dealers.
So we'll be the Walmart.
Yeah, you're the Walmart in bulk.
So as the credits are about to roll, I'm sitting there at one of the tables with Jeff.
Yeah.
We're having whatever our preferred drinks are. Jeff, this is a terrible idea, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Oh, God.
Right, actually, that's one. Well, I got fired.
Have a beer.
Right. Just,
Yep.
I got paid for the 3 hours I worked. Is that is this enough to get a bourbon?
That's not how that works.
Oh, can I get a bourbon?
Yes.
Yeah, just what you get.
Bottle of bourbon.
Phil, get this guy a bourbon. Ludian bartender.
Yeah.
No, I figure we're going to go to hell for this, but no more so than everything we've done so far.
We've unleashed unspeakable horrors in the planet already.
Yeah,
I was
this
trying
is
to fight
really
back on
tame
it,
in
but
comparison.
so I guess really it is the control ethic I'm going for.
We should watch some Yakuza movies.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, watch the Strike Takeshi movies.
Oh yeah,
great.
I like that guy.
We'll put some on.
So, yeah, you do that. The archivist walks the two-story skeleton golem and says, "We have decided that we will use one of our former names every day. Today I am Natasha. Tomorrow I will be Ivan. And so I will have a calendar set up."
Oh, thank God.
That's cool.
It's like, well, it's good to see you there,
Has
Natasha.
anybody showed you how to use Google Calendars?
What is the Google?
Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
so
yes, I'm learning about that, too.
I'm 2 stories tall.
It's
You are.
okay. We'll get you an iPad Pro. It'll be like a smartphone, but
Okay. So that's another day at the brass store.
Yeah.
Before we work. So what's your
So,
comments
yeah, we have drinks and watch
Yeah.
Yakuza movies.
Okay. Yeah.
While discussing how horrible this actually really is, despite our best intentions.
But have you seen the worst thing I've ever done?
I forgot that. Which one was that?
That's the I detonated an antimatter bomb on an enemy planet, killing thousands of civilians in addition to a core-sized army of my enemies.
Well, yeah.
So we've all done horrible things.
Yeah.
it seems to be a recurring theme.
We're trying to minimize the damage.
We've all done or are doing or will do or
Well, you're working towards 2 plots at once, you know. The Biobuddies, is entirely like, it's not going to destroy or end the world or save it by itself, but obviously, you want the world
it's just
overrun
invasive
by...
species.
Yeah, it's invasive species times a
But
million.
they were going to happen anyways. We're just making sure that more people get involved in
And that
halting this.
and that you profit from it.
Yeah.
No, it's like the Simpsons. That you're like, we have these tarantulas coming in, so we'll get snakes to eat the tarantulas, and then we'll get badgers to eat the snakes, and then we'll get bears to eat the badgers, and then we'll have gorillas eat the bears. You know?
But you see, if we push this along, it becomes a world issue that other world powers will engage in.
Yeah.
That I'd like
And we'll
the
make
look on Caleb's face.
When he finds out.
Oh, by the time he gets back, I don't think it'll have blown over, but I think we'll have moved on to something
No, I think
worse.
No, just recounting what happened, like how we got to this point.
I think my character is going to get into cosplay, not just as that character, but as the others.
It's like, we did all these horrible things and caused the world to be a much worse place. Oh, and Battletoads into cosplay.
Yeah. That'll those guys.
Guess who I am?
Yeah, episode art, please. Fan art, please. We'll talk to you guys next time.
Was it